What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and it's the Philly Talk Podcast. And you're like, what? Philly Mike streaming a game not with the Eagles in it? It's because it's playoff football, and one of these teams could be coming to Philly in the near future. And again, if these teams end up coming to Philly, that means the path to the Super Bowl is a lot better simply because Seattle would be out, Chicago will be out, which are the two seeds ahead of the Eagles. And let's keep it funky. I wanted that second seed, but I do like the matchup we are in. But we're here to talk about Rams Panthers. We saw early in the season the Panthers beat the Rams. They were all over Stafford, sack after sack after sack. They're gonna need to do that if they want to win today. They're gonna need to sack Matthew Stafford a lot, and they're also gonna need to get some turnovers, hold the ball, keep it out of the offense for the Rams, and run that rock with Rico and Chuba Hubbard. Rico and Chuba Hubbard's gonna have to run that rock. Julian Edelman is taking the Rams. Terry Bradshaw taking the Panthers. Howie's taking LA. Let's see what Michael Strahan picks. Of course, the LA Rams. And Gronk is going with the Rams. So Terry Bradshaw, I'm talking lone Panther supporter. It's not easy to be the lone Panther supporter. Let's see what they got for the Packers Bears. We'll be live for that game as well. Because again, it's good to check out our ops, chat it up, talk some football. Playoffs are here. The playoffs are here. Shout out to Steven Johnson in the building, G-Lo, Keisha Harris. What's going on with y'all? Again, I don't normally stream different games, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Gotta do what we gotta do. Shout out to the couple people up in here. We got 38 people in here. Do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you know when we drop these videos. Again, if you're a Rams fan watching this, salute to y'all. Once we get some Rams and Panther fans in here, I'm not going to ask y'all to subscribe because we won't be talking about y'all again unless y'all playing the Philadelphia Eagles. But this should be a good game. Well, I think all playoff games are good. Whether it's a blowout or not, you just get a different kind of excitement when the game starts. And this is a 10.5-point spread. Think about this. The Rams are going into Carolina and are 10.5-point favorites after losing to these boys in the regular season. The Panthers got to be feeling slighted. If I'm the Panthers, I would feel slighted. Yes, they were the worst playoff team in the NFL or in the NFC as it pertains to record, right? They are the worst record as it pertains to playoff teams in the NFC, but they got the home game. They beat the Rams before, and they are 10.5-point underdogs. I'm telling you, if I were Panther fans and players, I would be feeling slighted, and maybe they take that into this playoff game. And let's see what's popping. Let's see what's popping. I know for Eagle fans, the Bears-Packers game is more important simply because if the Bears lose to the Packers, then at least the Eagles have one more home game, depending on what happens next round with the Seattle Seahawks. So I know Eagle fans are looking into that Bears-Packer game as we gotta watch this. 8 o'clock, Prime Video, playoffs, a 1.5-point spread, a division rival. The game can go either way. It really could go either way. But do me a favor, hit the like button as you come up in here. So we do get Eagle fans that rock with Philly Mike to be like, oh yeah, I forgot Philly Mike is streaming. And also, if we get a Ram fan and a Panther fan in here, as long as they keep it funky about football, they can say what they need to say as well. Once again, Mr. Lockhart said, I got money on the Panthers, but go Birds. I like that. Marcus said, I won't be surprised if Carolina beats the Rams. That will start off the playoffs really funky if the 10.5-point favorite LA Rams get beat down by the worst record team in the Carolina Panthers. But, you know, I got my stuff in for sure. Before we get too much further, again, this is the Eagles channel, so I'm going to let you know that you should stop using sports books and start using this new app simply because it's a peer-to-peer play. You make peer-to-peer buys and sales, trades, sells, buys, all that good stuff. It's called Poly Market, which is a prediction market where you trade on the outcome instead of being locked in on one play. Plus, it helps you keep your winnings. Literally, Sportsbook charge $9 on a $100 win, where Poly Market takes a single penny. I also love how easy the app is. Let's go ahead and pull it up and move over to the NFL where we have the playoff games. Let's scroll down till we get to our Eagles. 68%. I like that. We're going to buy it at 68% for $50. And remember, if the Eagles end up getting a big lead, you can sell it, trade it, and make it profit before the game's over. But I feel good about buying this at 68%. Poly Market lets you trade in and out and or cash out whenever you want, unlike the sports book that blocks trades and cash outs multiple times during the game. Also play anywhere because it's available in all 50 states. So turn game day into payday. Trade live with no limits. Download Poly Market today by clicking the link in my description. Once you do that, use promo code Philly Mike, and Poly Market will give you a free $10 once you sign up. No deposit needed. Simple as that. And right now, if we go on the Poly Market app, you will see that the Rams are 81%. The Panthers are 19%. So if I go ahead and take the Panthers at 19% and put 25 as my buy-in, and they do have a lead at halftime, and that 20% goes to 40%, boom, I trade it in, I sell it, and that is a 200% profit right there. Even if the Rams come back, because I already got it off my books. You know what I'm saying? Again, use Philly Mike as the promo code. Let's talk about this game, though. I think a lot of people are writing the Panthers off. And again, this is the game where Vegas says 10.5-point favorites are the Rams compared to the Packers and Bears game is a 1.5-point difference. And I think Eagle fans are more worried about what goes on in the Packers-Bear game because that affects us as it pertains to will we have another home game or not. If the Bears win, we on the road for the rest of the day, the rest of the season, most likely. But again, Mr. Lockhart said, I just signed up. Hey, listen, anybody who signs up to Poly Market, I want you to email me proof of you signing up at phillymikeptp@gmail.com. phillymikeptp@gmail.com. If you email me proof that you signed up, which is absolutely free, and they'll give you $10. You don't even have to make a deposit for them to give you $10 or sign up. By proving to me you signed up, you'll be entered into the Philly free jersey giveaway, but for Poly Market users only. We got the Super Chat one coming. We got the NFC East giveaway coming and the Poly Market. I've been slacking, so we might have to do 2 Super Chat winners, 2 NFC East winners, and 2 Poly Market winners. But again, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on IG, or my email. I'm going to say it one more time, phillymikeptp@gmail.com. Go ahead and show me proof you signed up, and you'll be entered in there. Mama E said, I would love to see the Panthers win. Let's go, Bird Gang. Philly Mike in the building. What's going on, Mama E? Always showing love. Daniel said, hey, everybody, happy Saturday. Hey, it's playoff time. We're ready to see some football. Again, I hope this is not a blowout simply because I'm a big fan of football and I want to see some good stuff. I wouldn't be mad, though, if the Panthers got a nice lead. So maybe I can sell my Poly Market share as well. Again, it's peer-to-peer. L Music said Daniel Barry Sport. I'm not even sure what he's talking about there. Mark Johnson said Bears and the Packers oldest rivalry in the NFL. It's an old rivalry. I'm not sure if it's the oldest rivalry. There's some old ones in the NFL. It actually might be one of the oldest rivalries. I mean, Packers been there from day one. That's why it's called the Lombardi Trophy. They won. Vince Lombardi won the first Super Bowl, and I think the Bears have been around for a while too, so it might be the oldest. You might be right, Mark Johnson. I appreciate you for tuning in. Hope everything's going good at work for you. But yeah, one of these teams is going to advance. It'll be the first teams to advance in the 2025-2026 NFL playoffs. That Bears-Packers game is going to be what Eagle fans have their eye on, simple and plain. We could end up seeing one of these teams But the Bears losing to the Packers will just excite us more to beat the out of the Niners tomorrow at 4:30, which I will be live for, because then we could set up another home game at the link, and most likely, let's just say the Packers do beat the Bears. Will the Packers advance? Meaning if the Rams win, Rams come to Philly. Or no? I got to think about that. The Rams, no, yeah. Rams would come to Philly and the Packers would go to Seattle. I'll take it. I would just love to have another home game in the playoffs. JB Warnock in the building 2 times said we beat the Lombardi Packers. Go Birds. That's facts. And again, Packers are beat up team too, not as beat up as the Niners, but that Bears team, I still feel like they got to prove a little bit more to me. You know, they just got the new coach from the Lions, their offensive play caller, and he's good and all, but I think he's a little too flashy, a little too cocky. I'm not fully sold on Caleb Williams. I know Swift can run the rock. He ran all over the Eagles. That should be interesting. But I still think the Bears got to prove a little bit more to me. If they beat the Packers, then they definitely proved a little bit more to me. And by them beating the Packers, it ruins our possibility to get another home game in Philly. But we're going to talk about this Rams-Panthers game. The 8-9 Rams. I mean, I can't even speak today. The 8-9 Panthers snuck into the playoffs, and they get a home game. They're being pretty highly disrespected with the Vegas line being 10.5. We'll see if it's worthy or not, how this game starts. Armand said, I don't care who we play, Eagles winning another one. I like that attitude. Cali Eagles said, yo, what up, Philly Mike? You think the Panthers can cover the spread? I think I think they'll cover the spread. Remember, it's 10.5. So the Rams got to win by 11, and not many teams lose by 11. You know, the way field goals and touchdowns are scored, it's either going to be lose by 10 or lose by 12 or 13 or 14. So, and even if they're losing by 17 in the playoffs, they're going to battle all the way to the bitter end. So I can see this game, even if it gets out of hand, I can see the Rams up 17 points, but the Panthers get a late score to lose by 10, and then that 10.5 will have you covered. So yeah, I do think the Panthers are going to stay within the 10.5 spread. Might get ugly for a little bit. Hopefully not, though. People think that this Rams team it can turn it on like this. People are really looking at this Rams team as a wild card team that could really make noise, make waves in the playoffs. I think a lot of people respect the Eagles, the Seahawks. I got to see more from the Bears. Oh, Cam Newton, the 2015 NFL MVP, is there. He's been talking a lot of trash on a lot of quarterbacks, and now he going to need Bryce Young to back it up. But Carolina bringing Cam Newton in to hit that keep pounding drum, to smack on the keep pounding drum. Mrs. Blue in the building. What's going on? She said, what's up, Philly Mike and gang? Hell, he broke that. Bang. You're going to need a lot more than Cam Newton banging on the drum to beat the LA Rams. But this should be interesting. Deshae said, someone tell Cam he ain't Kobe. I'm with you on that. Someone tell Cam that. Let's hear some score predictions. Honest score predictions. I know we all want the Rams to get up out of here so they can't really mess with the Eagles, although I think we can beat them as we already beat them in the regular season. But let's hear some score predictions in the chat and hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. If there are some Rams and Panthers fan in here, we going to keep it. I want the Panthers to win, but we're going to keep it as even kill. I'm going to give respect to both teams. I'm an Eagle fan, but we going to keep it 100 in this stream. If there is any Rams and Panther fans in here, some of y'all might be in here not really commenting because you see the comment section is filled by Philly fans because they know me, I know them. We do this on Sundays. But if you're in here watching and you are a Rams or Panther fan, feel free to comment or just listen. Here we go. They're going to turn it from the 20, crossing the 30, all the way up to the 35, 36. Goes Travis Etienne. And here comes Bryce Young with the first drive of the 2025-2026 NFL playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? We talk about playoffs? I love it. I love it. Man, I just feel when the playoff atmosphere is just so different from the regular season. For people who get regular season stats and only talk highly of them, they just don't know how it really feels to play in the playoffs. Cough, cough, Dak Prescott. Cough, cough, Dak Prescott. Here we go. Bryce under center, ball at the 36-yard line. He's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Good motion. Hand it off to Rico Dow. He goes up the middle for a gain of maybe one. Rams defense playing solid on that play. Let's see the Panthers offense. Offensive line had some mixed match pieces up in there, but it played good at the end of the season. Rico Dow, Chuba Hubbard, T. McMillan, some of the playmakers on the Panthers offense. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Early in this ball game. They're going to motion Xavier Legette outside. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. Now they're going to motion the tight end in and out. Young takes a snap, looking, has time, fires, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to get Legette. Looked like it was a early Durant on the coverage. That brings up a 3rd down for this Carolina Panther offense early in the ball game. This is a Ram defense that gets a lot of pressure up front between Byron Young, Turner, and that boy Jared Verse, who loves to talk trash on Eagle players. So, I wouldn't mind him getting humbled a little bit. Here we go. Big 3rd down for the Panthers. T. McMillan outside. Shotgun formation. Young, 2 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Young fires. Call. That is Xavier Legette. Falls down. Gets back up. Trying to get the 1st down. And it'll be about a yard short. Xavier Legette, though, putting the Ram defenders on his back. Trying to get it. If he didn't fall down, though, it looked like he could have had room for a 1st down. This is the biggest decision for the Panthers in the game thus far. It is 4th and 1. They are deep in their territory. And the offense is out. This is what I'm talking about. It's playoffs. They got the tight end Mitchell. Evan Mitchell's in the backfield. Chuba Hubbard as the running back. It's a long one. They fake it. Bryce Young rolling to his right. Pressure in his face. Young throws and it's incomplete. The first big decision and it don't go good. Rams fans that are there, which is not many because Rams don't got many fans as it is. But Bryce Young rolling out to his right, couldn't find the tight end. It was tight coverage. Sheesh. This is going to be a long game for the Panthers. If they're going for it on 4th and 1 in their territory, Deshae said Legette is big and clumsy. Look, he was supposed to be a good receiver, and he was doing okay early on, but they don't really use him. Rams got the ball. Stafford has all the time in the world. Firing, caught. That's Puka. And he'll be inside the 30 already with the good starting field position. The Rams capitalize. And just like that, the game is flipped. This Carolina crowd that was real loud and proud, banging on the drum, has silence. They're going to need to get back up loud for this defense. Sheesh. That's crazy. Listen, you need things to go your way. If you're the Panthers, you can't be playing like that. Puka emotion. They're going to give it to Kyron Williams. He goes up the right side and falls forward for a heavy gain of about 5. That's a strong run for 4 or 5 yards. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 5. 1 second, guys. Here we go. Matthew Stafford, 65% completion percentage throughout the regular season. He's 101 for 16 yards. Under center this time, ball at the 24-yard line in Carolina Panthers territory. They're going to fake it to Williams, dump it off to Puka. Puka inside the 20, spinning, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Puka Nakua, it doesn't really matter if he catches the ball deep down the field or behind the line of scrimmage. When the ball is in Puka's hand, good things happen. Already 2 receptions in the game early in this first quarter on the first drive. And I literally had him for 7 receptions, but I was kind of scared at it. I thought they were going to let JC Horn shadow him, and already 2 receptions. I should have took it. Here we go. Stafford dropping back, looking, firing. Puka, touchdown, right in the middle of the defense. There you go. Whether you are rooting for the Panthers or not, you've got to give credit where credit is due. Puka Nakua right up the middle for a touchdown. This Panther defense don't even know what hit him. Puka lining up in the backfield, getting matched up on who? Is that the safety or a corner? But just because, Josiah Scott. Once upon a time, Philadelphia Eagle Josiah Scott lined up against Puka Nakua and got absolutely cooked. Just because Nakua is lined up in the backfield, don't mean he's going to run a running back route. He was lined up in the backfield and went right up the seam. Josiah Scott didn't even know what hit him. Josiah Scott didn't even know what hit him. Didn't even know what hit him. So a team that came into this game with an 8-9 record as a division winner kind of felt slighted that they were 10.5-point underdogs at home, is not letting the crowd inside their building be happy with them getting the ball first, 3 and out. Mind you, it actually wasn't a 3 and out. It was a 4 and out. They went for it on 4th and 1 inside their territory, which gave the Rams a lot of room to go ahead and do what they had to do. Pretty Mimi said, I ain't giving any credit to the Rams, and I cannot stand Puka. I mean, listen, I hear you with not standing Puka because he's so dang good. But listen, I love the game of football so much. This is why my son plays it and everything too, that, I got to give credit when people are balling out. And I don't want Puka to be puking on us, because Puka can Puka. I don't want him hokey and pokey and then Puka on us. But we got a while before we would play the Rams if the Rams win this game, and we got to handle our own business. But these are some big mistakes. I mean, you got to have big stones down south to go for it on 4th and 1 on the opening drive. Like, you have so much time in this football game. And the Carolina Panthers head coach said, you know what? We're going for it. Like, can you breathe? Can you take a second to soak in the playoffs? I understand being risky, you know what I mean? But sheesh. Let me just say this. Nick Sirianni is a really risky coach. If he would have went for it on 4th and 1 to open the game inside our territory, I'd have been like, what are you doing? Like, play the game of football. It's a long, long game. We'll see what happens with the Panthers. We'll see what happens with the Panthers. Pretty Mimi said, you're right, Mike. I'm sorry, Lord, I was being a brat. Now, look. I hear you. Look at Puka and Sean McVay on the sideline celebrating. Devontae Adams saying, let's go. He eating already. Devontae Adams back. Got 0 targets on that first drive, too, which scares me. Superchargers said there's a reason Carolina is 8-9. That is true. But this is the same 8-9 Carolina team that beat the Rams earlier in the season. But they didn't do it going for it on 4th and 1 on the first drive in their territory. And now they return the kick only to the 20-yard line. Hunter on the tackle. The Rams are starting to get a claw in this game, and it just started. It just started, but it looks like the Rams know what they're doing. Keisha Harris said, I just don't care for Kyron and Verse. They came for us without us sending for them, good or not. You right about that. And if Xavier Leggett, wow, Hunter has been all over the field. He's the one that made a tackle on Leggett as well as the special team play. Bryce Young got a motion. Take the snap. Young dumps it off, and it is caught. That is Jalen Cocker. I hope it's pronounced something like different. Cocker. What the? Cooker. I don't know how to pronounce it. We're going to call him Jalen C because I'm not going to be saying that word the whole time. Lord have mercy on my soul. 2nd and 3. Nice little dump off to Jalen C. Now we got Bryce under center. It looks like Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. Bryce going to hand it to Chuba. Chuba up the left side. Got the first down and more. Needed 3, picks up 4. And that's the first down for the Carolina Panthers. If you want to slow down the Rams offense, you're going to need a run game. You're going to need to milk the clock, keep their defense on the field, play it smart. Let's go. 1st and 10, Bryce in the shotgun now, ball at the 32, still in Carolina territory. McMillan in motion. Bryce takes a snap, looking, firing, and it's caught. That is Chuba Hubbard. He's going to go up the right side for a chunk of yards, picking up about 6 or 7 on 1st down for the Panthers. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 4, and now they're already going to some tempo. Rico trying to get in the game. I like tempo quickly for the Panthers after coming off a poor drive. 2nd and 4, empty back set for Bryce Young. Bryce takes a snap, has time, now pressure in his face. Bryce making a decision, and he's going to be sacked. A flag comes in the backfield too in the area of holding, but it looks like it's going to be declined because Braden Fisk ate up Bryce Young. Oh, they actually are accepting it, and there's a Panther down. So prayers in the chat for the offensive lineman who went down awkwardly. That is the left tackle for Carolina. He just got bulldozed by a Rams pass rusher. Who is that? Stewart. Sheesh. Stewart just bodied number 79, and he is down. So prayers in the chat for Big 79. Prayers in the chat. Hey, do me a favor, mods. Let's get these guys out. Not only should we not only delete their message, but time them out. Don't only delete the message, time them out if you can. Delete them and time them out. Pac-Man said, be nice for the Panthers to win, but I just don't see it. I hear you, Pac-Man. Pac-Man the Great. It'd be nice. I came in a little excited for him because, listen, any and every team deserves credit for making it to the playoffs, no matter how you made it. I know people are going to look at the 8-9 record. Hey, they can't control how their division plays, but they made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put some respect on them. But slowly and surely, the Panthers are allowing us to take that respect back because I'm getting mollywopped early in this game. SW Line 26 said, that's what I like about you, Philly Mike. Prayers in the chat regardless of which team. You already know. Prayers in the chat no matter what. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. But if a Cowboy goes down while we're playing the game, it's prayers in the chat. Hopefully they're better. I would love them to come back in the game. Yes, even if it makes them harder to beat, that's just who I am. I want to beat you at your best. And at the end of the day, once these guys go home and or get traded eventually from certain team to certain team, they're still human. You know what I'm saying? So we going to always drop prayers in the chat. Prayers in the chat for any and everybody out there. Keisha said, yeah, Cam Newton finally got the attention he was looking for. Hey, literally he's been talking a lot about quarterbacks. Drake May, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert. He's been slandering these guys, and some of them maybe deserve it, some don't. But now he's out there needing to root for Bryce Young, who's getting beat up early in this game. Getting beat up a little early in this game, but it's still early. A touchdown here can change it up, but this pass rush is looking real fierce for the LA Rams versus the Panthers. Backup left tackle in the game. Big third down for the Panthers. Empty back set for Bryce. He takes a snap. Bryce has time. Going deep for McMillan. And he overthrew him. McMillan had a step on Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes got burnt up a little bit. Look, little shimmy and go. Ooh. McMillan had the step, but the pass was overthrown. There was a safety in the vicinity, but Bryce Young knows he had him there. He had him there. Bryce, you had him.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Second drive for the Panthers, stopped by the Rams. 4th and 9 punt to come up. Martin catches it, and the kick is up. It's a big one. Rams got to go all the way back to their 10-yard line to field it, and he'll be taken down. Nice special team play from the Panthers. If they can just get a stop, maybe they can spark something back up, and it starts with special teams, and they did their job. 27 flying down there and didn't let the returner spin off him. Who is that? Xavier Smith, a speedster, as the return man, and he made a mistake. He ran all the way back to inside to the 10-yard line, and that's a big special team play. And I know a lot of people be poo-pooing on special teams, but NFL is a game of momentum. That could have been exactly what the Panthers need, because you can hear the crowd loud and proud now. Ball inside the 10, mark it at the 7-yard line. Stafford under center. They're going to hand it off to Kyron Williams. He goes up the middle and picks up maybe 4 yards on first down, bringing up a second and manageable for the LA Rams. The Carolina crowd was quiet for a little bit. And again, I really can't hear my TV because it's really, really low. I make all these calls off my own eyes. I don't hear nothing from the TV, really. But you can just see when they zoom out and show the crowd type stuff. Actually, I can hear a little bit. I actually hear the crowd noise more than Greg Olsen and the commentators. 79 going into the locker room. That's not a good sign. Stafford, 3 for 3 for 40 yards in a tub to Puka Nacua. 3 seconds on the play clock. Stafford, quick pass caught. That is Puka Nacua again. Makes the defender miss and picks up another Rams first down. Puka got 3 catches early in this game, and he is just doing what Puka does. Damn, Puka's so damn good. Scary as an Eagle fan. And this man Stafford just knows how to get him the ball. Hit the like button. Listen, if you are an Eagle fan in here, then subscribe. But if you are a if you're a Rams fan or a Panthers fan or an NFL fan, just hit the like and enjoy the stream. Ball across the 20 at the 23-yard line. Still in Carolina and Rams territory. They're going to hand it to Kyron Williams. He goes up the middle, keeping the legs moving, pushing a pile. This Rams team is not going to go down easy. Kyron Williams met by the Panthers D-line, maybe 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, but keeps his legs moving for at least 2 or 3 more yards. That is playoff running. Puka Nacua, though, was just a scary mother. Damn, Puka got 24 catches and 374 yards in the postseason in a short career. Stafford under center. They're going to give it to Blake Corn this time, and he goes up the left side for maybe 3 yards. Needed 4. That brings up a third down. And since Carolina's home, we're going to see if the Carolina Panthers defensive stand can happen. The fans got to get up. If you want the defensive stand, the fans got to get up. Carolina's fans got to do their job. It's a short one. Puka already 4 catches, 52 yards in a tub tonight. Matthew Stafford 4 for 4, 52 yards. All of them went to Puka. 3rd and 1. They're going to motion Xavier Smith. Hand it off to Kyron Williams, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to be stopped short. Carolina D-line stood up to the test. Wow, 4th and 2 now after they lost a yard. You can see the fans are doing their job, standing up, and the Rams won't be stupid. They got a 7-point lead. They get the ball to start the third quarter. They're going to just kick the ball to the Carolina and see if they can move the ball on this LA Rams defense. Again, if you're a Rams fan in here, when you do good, I'm going to talk positive about y'all. But Panther fans, I'm pulling for you. And I know you're the home team, so I got to get you the cheers. The kick is up from Big 42, and it's a pretty nice kick. Oh, actually, it takes a Rams bounce, and it goes out of bounds. This is where the Panthers, let's see where the Panthers will start their third drive of the 2025-2026 playoffs. Wow. Kyron Williams, just a couple runs ago, was moving the pile 2 to 3 yards. This time, the Panthers' defensive line didn't let him move the line at all. As soon as they met Kyron Williams, he went backwards. Commercial break. Now we can chat it up. And LA fans, Carolina fans, if y'all are in here, give me your take on the game. Right now in the chat, I only see my Eagle people. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. We're talking Eagles, Rams, and Panthers. But if we got some fans for the teams playing in here, feel free. I'm going to try to read y'all chats as much as I can, but my job is to call the game with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Mimi said, way to go, Carolina. SW Lions said the Panthers needed that. Josh Choppa in the building. Keisha Harris said, there you go, Panthers. Waited too long not to put up a fight. I hear that. Supercharger says Puka will destroy them if they don't do something. I'm with you. Pac-Man said the link will be lit tomorrow. Lit up. We never got to ask Eagle fans to do their jobs in the stands. We gonna definitely do ours. Big Fish Little Boat in the building said, I'm here chilling. I'm with you. We won't even get started yet. Hashtag Carolina. Okay, Jack Thrill in the chat. Looks like Jack Thrill is a Carolina fan, and he said we didn't even get started yet. Okay, I'm with you on that. We didn't even get started yet. Didn't even get started yet. I like it. I like it. I like it. Again, Xavier Legette on the very first drive the Panthers have. The pass wasn't perfect, but if Xavier Legette doesn't go to the ground, he has room to get the first down. But because he went to the ground, he had to get up quickly, had to carry a couple Rams on his back, and fell short. But they liked that, and they decided to go for it. Ashlyn said Panthers will win tonight. That's for sure. Keep pounding, boys. Okay, Ashlyn, another Panther fan in the building. We got Jack. We got Ashlyn in the building. And, hey, Panther fans, I'm rooting for you. But if the Rams do something nice, I got to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? As you know, I'm an Eagle fan, so I'm going to be non-biased over here. Although I'm a little bit more biased to the Rams type. Got to be honest. You know, and I love an underdog. I love an underdog. And although y'all are home, they've been disrespecting you with the 10.5 spread. Bryce going to drop back, and oh my goodness, he's sacked again. This is Big 95 Ford with another sack. You got to keep Bryce Young upright. Nobody blocked him. It was a miscommunication on the offensive line. Wow. Miscommunication. It was a play action to the left. Nobody blocked number 95 Ford. He went straight in, right on Bryce Young, and that is a 9-yard loss. 2nd and 19. Empty back set. Young takes the snap. Now, pressure in his face. He's hit as he throws. It's caught by Treble, and he's going to pick up a chunk of change, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, or at least makes the third down manageable. Tommy Treble, the tight end, number 82, I want to say, with the catch. Got to keep Bryce Young upright. That was a nice pass from Bryce Young as more pressure got into the face of the quarterback, and he was able to hang in there and deliver a strike. Some yards after the catch, too. It makes it 3rd and 8. This is a big third down. They're going to motion David Moore inside. 3 seconds on the play clock. Young takes a snap, looking, firing, caught, Moore, and he gets the first down. Carolina with the second first down. Oh, that is Crocker. Or Jalen. My bad. I kept saying David Moore. Jalen C. with a nice little inside move, catches the slant and picks up the first down. Nice throw from Bryce Young. Nice catch from Jalen C. I don't like to say his last name in case I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Hey, Panther fans, sound it out for me how his name is pronounced. I don't know. 1st and 10, across the 30, mark it at the 32-yard line. Still in Carolina territory. 3:35 left of the first. Young takes the snap. They're going to fake it to Rico Dowell. Young, rolling, looking, Young, throwing it away. Thought about running it and decides to throw it away. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Clock stops after the incomplete pass. Bryce Young is 5 of 9 for 43 yards midway through, a little more than midway through this first quarter. Alfonso said the LA Rams can't cover 10-point spread. Yeah. If I was making a bet on the game like that, I would have took the Panthers with the 10.5 for sure. They're going to motion. Is that more? I think so. They're going to hand it off to Rico Dowell, and he picks up a chunk of change. No, that's Travis Etienne. They using all 3 running backs today. That's not good for my Rico Dowell stuff. It's not good for my Rico Dowell stuff. Here we go. Is there an injured player? What's going on? Jason B said, much love for Ireland. Shout out to Ireland in the building. Oh, what's his name? Onjo said hello from Ireland. And Jason said much love to Ireland. Shout out to Josh Choppa. Whether it's an Eagle stream or a Carolina Panther LA Ram stream, he coming through with the first super chat of the day. MVPs in the chat. Real quick, y'all, put prayers in the chat for Witherspoon. I knew there had to be some type of injury because Sean McVay ran out to the field. So prayers in the chat for the defensive back, Witherspoon, LA Rams corner. Hey, Panther fans, if you're in here, even though I know you want to beat the Rams, we say prayers in the chat for everybody, whether it's my team, your team, his team, her team. Let's see them prayers in the chat. Josh Choppa, though, with the first super chat of the day, said, if Carolina beats the Rams, I will actually shed a tear. Hey, we got a couple of shout out to Co Breezy, said, been following you for years. Mike, you're not drunk enough yet. Hey, we not sipping on this one. I'm not gonna sip on a regular NFL stream. I mean, if I'm sipping, it's because I'm watching my birds, you know what I'm saying? So we not sipping on this one. So we drinking a Red Bull. You know, that's it. Something light. But Josh Choppa said, if Carolina beats the Rams, I will actually shed a tear. And the Panther fans in here said, we just getting started. When Philly Mike started to panic, not really panic, but I wear my heart on my sleeve for whatever game I'm calling. You know what I mean? Eagles or this one. So I was like, okay, man, the Panthers got to do something. They told me to calm down, Philly Mike. We just getting started. So, hey, Josh Choppa, the Panther fans still believe you might need to shed that tear. You might be shedding a tear, in a little bit. But they got an uphill battle, and it starts now. 3rd and 6. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. 3rd and 6. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. Ball at the 35. Now they're going to change the play. Bryce takes the snap. Has time. Stepping up in the pocket. Throws. Call. That is Tommy Treble again. And he's going to be right at the first down marker. They sling him back, but Forward Progress should have him for a Carolina first down. That should have him for a Carolina first down. Tommy Treble has been a go-to guy for Bryce Young early in this game. Early in this game. Early in this game. Again, even when Bryce Young has time, the pocket closes quickly. Quick pass call. That's T. McMillan. First down and more. It's his first catch of the game. And T. McMillan, wide receiver 1 for the Panthers, takes it for a first down. Panthers starting to heat up now. Bryce is starting to feel out the defense, and as long as Bryce Young got some time to throw the rock, he'll be all right. T. McMillan with a nice catch over the middle. Bryce put it right in the area so we can get that yak after the catch. Bryce 7 of 11 for 63 yards. Changing the play. Gonna move Evan Mitchell to the right side. 7 seconds on the play clock. He's gonna move Rico Dowd to the side of him. 3 seconds on the play clock now. Young takes a snap, stepping up, firing. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. He stepped up, threw on a run, and it was a horrible decision or horrible pass. There's a flag on a play, though. Let's see what the flag is, but I don't think it's coming back. And the tip actually happened by the Rams. So he tried to hit Jalen C. Oh my gosh, the pass was like 3 yards ahead of him. The Rams guy tipped it to Durant. Now, I will say Jalen Cocker did slow down. Looked like Jalen C stopped running. There was a lot of traffic in there that Bryce Young was throwing on, but my goodness. I will say that the receiver stopped running. And it, Lord have mercy. So a little bit of sheesh. Jalen C did stop running. Rams got the ball inside Carolina territory already at the 48. They're going to give it to Kyren Williams. He's going to run forward for a big gain of about 8 yards on first down. Sheesh. So far in this game, the Rams defense forced a 4th and 1 turnover on downs to the Carolina Panthers. And then when Bryce Young was driving the rock, he stepped up in the pocket, threw it. Jalen C did stop running, but still, it's a risky play simply because the pocket was closing, but I still got to blame the receiver. He definitely stopped. Ball at the 40-yard line. They're going to play action. Dump it off to Colby Parkinson, and he picks up a chunk of chains, needed 2, but picks up 10 to 12 yards. The one-hand grab, Colby Parkinson, and the Rams find a way to pick up another first down after getting good field position. A little tight end screen. Woo, the pass was a little high, but Colby Parkinson with the one-hand grab, and he wanted to get that contact at the end. You don't really see Stafford throw off-mark passes, but Colby Parkinson drilled it in with one hand. They're going to motion Xavier Smith. And a timeout, or what happened? End of the first quarter. Hey, we talked about it a little bit pregame. If the Panthers were going to beat the Rams, they had to play a pretty secure game as it pertains to winning the turnover battle. Now, the game ain't over. The Panthers have had a lackluster first quarter. And if they play defense here, they might be able to get away with it as a 10-0 start. If you didn't see the score and only watch what's been transpiring on the field, you would have thought that the Rams were up more than 7. So it's not over yet. Got to play defense here, though, Carolina fans. Panther fans and people. I don't even know what I'm talking about. See, I honestly do the play-by-play better when I'm tipsy. It's not often that I do a play-by-play without sipping on no Crown Rizzy. You know what I'm saying? I do got some in the crib, though. Everybody in the chat saying, He stopped running. I agree with y'all. I agree. Tasty Flower said, nah, it's over. Panthers ain't winning this. We're going to have to wait and see, Tasty Flower, 5901. Shout out to my girl, Pretty Mimi. I appreciate it. Z said, Big Mike, what up, cuz? Yo, the Panthers should have never let Cam Newton beat the drum in the beginning of the game. If they lose, that's why they should have let Luke Kuechly do it instead. Hey, Panther fans, how y'all feel about Cam Newton? If there is any Panther fans in the building. Didn't Cam Newton say some stuff about Bryce Young himself, too? Prior to now trying to hype up the Panthers for this game? SW Lion said it's cool having you do a play-by-play for the other games. You do a good job. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'll be so into the game, I'll be talking faster than I can think because I am a quick talker at times. But that's all, folks. That's why the actual liquor kind of slowed me down a little bit. But it's all good. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Here we go. 7-0 ball game. First game of Wild Card Weekend. As we head into the second quarter, the Rams are driving inside Carolina Panther territory. They're going to hand it off to Kyren Williams. He bounces it to the right and picks up a chunk of change. Still going. Legs don't stop moving. Oh, my God. That boy Kyren Williams is running hard. He didn't run hard, though, on that 3rd and 1, though. But since then, he's felt some type of way. The Rush GP said, go Panthers. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Here we go. Early in the second quarter, it's a 2nd and 4 inside the 20, mark it at the 19-yard line. Stafford under center. They're going to motion Higbee inside, hand off to Kyren Williams, and he's going to pick up maybe 1 or 2 on 2nd and 4. That brings up a 3rd down. And listen, if you're new here, you already know 3rd down's the money down for both sides of the ball. Rams need it. Panthers need to get a stop. Will the Panther crowd get loud and get proud and do what is needed? Let me know if the stream is lagging at all. 3rd and 2. Rams in field goal range, but they want 7. Stafford fires, caught. Puka Nacua, 1st down, and it'll be taken down at the 10. But of course, when they need anything, who do they go to? Puka Nacua. Puka Nakuda. Akuna Matata. It means no worries. Damn, dog. Puka is so dang good. Well, I was hoping for a field goal attempt. There's still time. Ball at the 10-yard line. Stafford under center this time. Stafford takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to Kyren Williams. He goes up the right side, and he'll push the pile to about the 5-yard line. Goes Kyren Williams. Tyrone said, you good, no lag? Appreciate it. If I do start lagging, please let me know right away. Please let me know right away. We got 319 people watching the stream. Please hit the like. It's free. It's easy. If you are a Rams fan or a Panther fan, I'm not going to tell you subscribe because I do Eagle live streams and Eagle videos throughout the week. But hit the like for this at least so we can get more NFL fans in here. They're going to motion Kobe Parkinson, pass it to Nacua, and Nakua's in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Just listen. If you are watching a Rams game and you want to do an anytime touchdown, just do Puka Nacua 1,000 times. This man is just ridiculous. You can give him the ball behind the line of scrimmage, at the line of scrimmage, in front of the line of scrimmage, throw it for a 1-hand, a 2-hand, a deep ball, a short ball. It don't matter. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Bro, and this man was like ain't nobody even knew about him coming out the draft. That's the crazy thing, dog. What the? And yo, why does the Rams kicker look like a defensive lineman? Hey yo, the Rams kicker got to be the biggest kicker in the game. That's crazy. And just like that, it's 14-0. And the spread is looking like it might be covered if the Panthers don't get it together. Gan just said, love your channel. Philly might go Birds. You already know. I appreciate it. Hey, if you love the channel, make sure you come here on the Eagle streams as well. We will be streaming the game tomorrow as well. Come through to the Eagles game too. But the like button will do wonders for the stream. G-Lo said Panthers don't belong in the playoffs. I mean, right now they're proving you right. Right now they're proving you right. I like to think that every team that is in the playoffs belongs in the playoffs. Now, I understand that people want to scrap the division leader, this, that, and the third, and just say the top 7 teams in the NFC and the top 7 teams in the AFC. I understand that because at 8 and 9, the Panthers make the playoffs when other teams in the NFC had the same, if not or same record, and if not better record, and they couldn't make it. That being said, the rule's the rule. That division was not good this year, and Carolina took advantage of it. Tom Corey said, this is my only access to this game right now, so thank you. I'm at a hotel bar in Orlando right now, and they are only showing obscure college basketball games right now. Frustrating. Hey, shout out to Tom Corey. Hopefully, I wish that you were able to watch the game is what I wanted to say, but I will try my best to call the game as accurately as possible. And like I said, I talk to y'all in the chat, and we we read super chats whenever they get going and all that other stuff. But Tommy, who you rocking with? What team you rocking with? Eagle fan since 1987. G said never miss. I appreciate it. Pac-Man said BTA incoming. It's looking like it. This is a must-needed drive for the Panthers. When I say must-needed, I'm not even talking about 3. Panthers really need to go down the field and put 7 on the board. Because, as we all remember, if you watch the game from the beginning, the Panthers got the ball to start this game. So the Rams will get it to start the third quarter. So I don't even want to see a field goal from the Panthers on this drive. You need to go down and put it in the end zone. Simple and plain. Motion plus play action. They're showing how many times Sean McVay does it. Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, the motion kings. Tom Corey rooting for Carolina. Hey, Tom, hopefully I can call this nice, crisp Carolina Panthers 80-yard touchdown drive for you. Hopefully I could do that. He said, keep pounding. Here we go. Ball at the 35. Young going to hand it to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the middle, keeping the legs moving for about a 3-yard gain. 12 minutes and 7 seconds left for the second quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Here we go. Bryce Young is 7 of 12 for 63 yards and an interception. But, Tom, if you didn't get to see the interception, it was not really Young's fault. Jalen Cocker stopped running for it. It was a tough throw, pressure in his face, but it was Jalen C's fault. 2nd and 7, shotgun formation. Young takes a snap, pressure in his face, rolling to his left, avoided the first sack, throws on a run, big time catch by Jalen Cocker. So although he stopped running, he came up in the clutch there for a big time Carolina first down. And as Carolina being the home team and me being unbiased, you got to give the cheers to the Carolina side. And Big 95 Ford was in the face of Young again. He's been living in the face of Young, but the rollout to the left, the throw on the run, a nice jump ball by Jalen C to redeem himself after the interception with a big gain, and they're in LA territory. This time, Young's under center. Looks like he's changing the play. 3 seconds on the play clock. Young takes a snap, play action. Has time has time, throws completed. That is T. McMillan. First down and gets out of bounds for another Carolina first down. So this is back-to-back first downs for the Panthers. The first time we could really say that all game. A nice little out route, a deep out route for T. McMillan on, I believe it was Durant. Nice ball thrown, and he'll pick up the first. Durant was on the coverage, but he couldn't hold the youngster, T. McMillan. Young in the shotgun again. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Young takes a snap, fakes it to Chuba Huber. I can't say his name. And he throws another dart, and that is T. McMillan again as he goes to the ground for the ball, but not before it's another Panther first down. I don't know what snapped in the Carolina, but this is what they should have been doing all game long. Durant is getting bodied by T. McMillan now. Looks like the Rams are going to some man coverage, and that man coverage is hurting them. T. McMillan, back-to-back receptions, and he winks. Little cockiness. Little cockiness. Ball at the 11-yard line. First red zone trip for the Panthers. Young, under center, hands it off to Chuba Hubbard. He breaks one, tackles, and falls inside the 5. Tried to stay on his feet to get a tub, but he will get inside the 5 before falling down, bringing up a 2nd and 3. It looks like the Panthers can still get a first down inside the goal line. But man, oh man, Chuba Hubbard's ability to stay up for that extra 2 yards was nice on that play. Bryce Young, 10 of 15 now for a $114. He does got that pick on his resume, but a touchdown here kind of clears it up. You can get it first down inside the 1. They're going to fake the handoff. Young looking, firing, back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to the tight end, big number 87. Not sure who that is. Trey Main? It will be incomplete. That brings up a third down. This is a big third down here for the Panthers, who, as Philly Mike said, needed to go down and get 7. No 3 points allowed. Not down 14. Here we go. Third down conversions are 2 of 4 for today. It's 3rd and 3. Jalen C in motion. Shotgun for Bryce Young. 3 seconds on the play clock. Young takes the snap. Stepping up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. And there's a flag. It's going to be pass interference. Bryce Young, with pressure in his face, tried to go in the back of the end zone to Xavier Legette. And he was being held. Legit held inside. That's way more than 5 yards. Get your hands off him, Durant. Yeah, good call, ref. Durant never turned his head around and had 2 hands on Xavier Legette. Beautifully done. Legette might not be good as people thought he was, but he drew the flag there. Bryce Young knows it, and he knows how important this drive is. 1st and goal at the 1. Go ahead and give it to Chuba Hubbard. He's in the backfield. Under center is Bryce Young. They're going to motion the tight end. Hand it to Hubbard. Hubbard in for 7. And just like that, it is a 1-touchdown ball game. And since the Panther fans have been showing love in here, they're going to say, I'm going to have to say it, keep pounding. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Bryce Young knew what was needed on this drive. He threw a pick. I don't really put it on him because Jalen Cocker did not keep running. But he was sacked a bunch of times. Threw over the head to T. McMillan one time and then got picked off. But he didn't let it rattle him. He stayed calm, stayed collective. That's that Bama in him. And the kick is up, and it is good. The extra point to make it a full 7-point ball game. And the Panthers are right back in this. They're going to have to play some defense against a juggernaut type offense, but the Panthers are in it. Yes, it's C-O-C. It's C-O. I don't know how to say his name. It's C-O. Coker. Yeah, I'm saying it the wrong way. It's Jalen Coker then? Coker. Yes, because Coke is spelled, yes, it's Coker. Yeah, let me. I was just trying to say Jalen C. Coker. Shout out to Manra. He said it's Coker, not the other one. You're killing it, dog. Thanks for this. You already know. I've watched a couple Panthers games this season. I know he hasn't been healthy all season, but when he's there, he's trustworthy in the slot. I mean, the dude averages like, I mean, he only has one game under 40 yards a game. He had a couple nice games. I know your number one wide receiver, though, is T. McMillan. I can never say his first name, too. That's why I just keep saying T. Man Russ said, hey, you a beast, dog. Good, homie. You got it now. Appreciate you, dog. Tom Corey with the keep pounding in the chat. Shout out to my Eagle fans who are just watching playoff football with me. And shout out to the new people in here, the Panthers, and maybe some Ram fans in here. We got 353 people in here. All I ask you to do is hit the like button. That's it. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing, and it's greatly appreciated. Jalen Coker. Lord have mercy on my soul. Yeah. That's why. Pause, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Pause, no Diddy. But here we go. We got ourselves a ball game. For anybody who picked the Panthers at least to cover the spread, they're in there. But Panther fans don't want to hear people talking about just covering the spread. Panther fans want to hear another touchdown, tie the game up, and let's go ahead and take this lead type shh. That's what they want to hear. Josh Chopper said, I don't care who the Birds play. Every team getting BTA. I like that attitude, my guy. Robert Garcia said, go Birds. Okay, of course, my Eagle fans got to show love in here, you know what I'm saying? This is what we normally do. This is the first game of the season that is not the Eagles that I'm streaming, and it's because it's playoff time. But, you know, shout out to the non-Eagle fans in here showing love too. So, you know, I'm going to have to stream some more games throughout the season. Shout out to Manra. Said, I'm new to this YouTube stuff, but I'm subbed and liked, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, chill, Josh Chopper. Hey, yo. All right, here we go. 8:53 remaining in the second quarter. This is a 7-point ball game. First game of the 2025-2026 wild card weekend. It's been an up and down ride, though, for the Panthers, but they're hanging in strong. LA trying to gain the lead more. We'll see what happens. It's a deep kick in the end zone, takes a weird bounce, and the Rams will just knee it. So here we go. Stafford back out there. Does Stafford even have an incomplete pass yet? I don't even know. 8-Ball Mo said, I just subscribed to you, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. Oh, we just hit 75,000 subscribers, too. So I want to shout to everybody who ever liked, subscribed, and all the Eagle fans who really, really rock. I appreciate you. We just hit 75K. Y'all the real MVPs. Blake Corum, the running back in for the Rams to open up this drive. Ball at the 35. Stafford, under center. Going to take the snap, hand it off to Corn. Corn up the middle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he falls forward for a couple more. So a nice little chunk for Blake Corum, maybe 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a second and about 6. Here we go. Actually, they're going to mark it as a 5-yard gain. He did fall forward. I didn't think he fell forward that much. But Stafford is 6 for 6, so no incomplete passes through a quarter and a half for Matthew Stafford. He has 74 yards through the air and a tub. Play action, and we're going to get a flag. Looks like a false start on the Rams. Looks like the right tackle. Good call, ref. Panthers needed that. Was it the right tackle or was it Devontae Adams? Yes, it looks like Devontae. Oh, yes. Devontae Adams just started going like an hour before the play even. Come on, Devontae. And listen, for my parlay, I at least need Devontae to get 4 catches. Come on, Devontae, or something like that. Come on. Every single pass goes to Puka Nacua. If I'm the Panthers, I'm triple teaming this man. I'm just kidding. Kobe Parkinson in motion. Stafford, quick pass, call Adams, and a flag on the play. It was a short catch for only about 4 or 5 yards as J.C. Horn was on the coverage. Oh, that's why they're not throwing to Devontae Adams. J.C. Horn over there clamping this man. Let J.C. Horn shadow that boy Puka. What's the flag, though? Offsides. Offensive offsides. Bro, what is wrong with the Rams? Yo, how is an NFL player line up? How does an NFL wide receiver line up offsides? Bro, you can look down the barrel and see the ball. If my 10-year-old son line up offsides as a kid, I'll smack him. Ain't no way. 2nd and 15. That's ridiculous. Stafford dropping back, going deep, and he got Tyler Higbee wide open. Big time game. Big time gain for Tyler Higbee, who just got back last week. He's been injured. Came back versus the Cardinals. Had 91 yards. Oh, there it is. They're playing zone coverage. They were bracketing Puka Nacua, and J.C. Horn never paid attention to Tyler Higbee. And Stafford did a good job of looking the safety off the opposite way to free up Tyler Higbee wide open. Sheesh. Stafford is 7 of 7 for $110. They're going to hand it off to Kyron Williams, and he goes nowhere. This Panthers run defense has lived up to their, well, not their status, but they've been doing good. I can't even speak. Sheesh. 2nd and 9 for the LA Rams, 6:30 left for the half. Remember, the Rams will get the ball to start the third quarter for those just tuning in. 6:20 and counting. 2nd and 9. Stafford, shotgun. A perfect 7 for 7, but a timeout taken by the Rams. Let me know how y'all feel about this game. Eagle Nation, give me y'all take. LA Nation, if you're in here, y'all been quiet as let me get y'all take. And of course, Carolina Nation, y'all been showing love. Let me hear what y'all think about this game. We go to a commercial break off a Rams timeout. Keisha Harris said, I didn't even know Devontae was out there. I'm saying, like, my parlay don't know it either. Pac-Man said, nah, we will let Meek Mills and Will Smith handle all the Diddy parties. G-Lo said, wide open. Iron said, Rams still going to win this. Pappy Jess said, 1 touchdown. I hear you. James King said, LA Nation. Okay. Stafford takes a snap. 2nd and 9. Quick pass caught by Puka Nacua, but he is blasted by number 7 for the Panthers. What's number 7's name, Panther Nation? Moorhig. Moorhig with a big-time tackle, and that brings up a 3rd down. The Carolina Panthers are the home team, so they get the home crowd cheers. This is a big down for both teams, LA and Carolina. Rams coming out in a shotgun. They're going to motion Kobe Parkinson. Stafford letting the clock tick under 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Stafford going deep for Adams. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by J.C. Horn. Or was that Jackson on the coverage? That's a big-time play because Adams goes up and catches it, but can't even get 1 foot down because Jackson was there. Stafford did throw the ball pretty ugly. The pass that Stafford delivered to Devontae, there was really no other way for Devontae to get it but to go climb the ladder. And the ladder made him go out of bounds. So a 4th and 3, 46-yard field goal attempt up, and it is right down the middle. So it's a 10-point ball game here in Carolina. The snap was good, the hole was good, and the fat boy kicker was, he drilled it. Be more careful in the building. Haven't seen you in a minute. He said Panthers defense ain't ready. At least they didn't give up a touchdown there. Jess said I need Devontae to hit this one touchdown. Hey, I need Devontae to get 40 yards and 4 catches. You know what I mean? So that would have paid off for my parlay. For sure. My parlays ain't looking good right now. Let me see. Let's take a quick moment to let me look at this and I mean, a lot of stuff is looking good. Wow. Panther Nation, we got to give the ball to Rico Dow. Give the ball to Rico Dow. LA Ram fans, we need to see some Devontae Adams. And Panther fans, I need to see some Rico Dow. Rico got 1 rushing yard. I think he was only in the game for like 1 or 2 plays. I know Chuba Hubbard is a good running back too. I know he's good. But like, can we get Rico up in the game? You know what I'm saying? Rico ain't do nothing wrong. Let me see my big one. Hold on 1 second so I can look at my big one real quick. Where is it? Yes, my big one don't got Rico in it. Thank the Lord. I could have, I should have put Jalen Coker for more than 30 yards because he already got 33. But Devontae Adams is killing this one too. Devontae. Bro, and Devontae would have had 1 catch, but it was a flag on the play. So we about to go to halftime. This man got 0 catches and like 0 yards. 0 catches, 0 yards. Come on, Devontae. Jess said, I'm about to take over for Devontae. Give me his jersey. Hey, get in the game. Get in the game. James King said, all Panther players stink. They can't beat the Rams. They scored a touchdown on y'all, and they're right behind it. They're only down by 10. They're going to return this, run it out. Oh, and he's going to go backwards a little bit. He gets it to about the 23, 24-yard line. They're showing the quarterback pressure that has been placed on Bryce Young. It's been a lot. And that's why I want to give this young man kudos. He's been under duress time and time again, and he only has that. Ooh, that hit was hard too. But he's been hanging in there, and he went down and had a nice drive. He needs another one right here, right now. Right here, right now. Preferably get that boy T. McMillan involved. T. McMillan. T. Mick. And a little bit of Rico Dowell, too. Hand it off to Rico real quick. All right, let me just call the game. Young going to hand the ball off to Rico down. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 8 yards on first down. See, I'm not just talking about my parlay, y'all. I'm talking about getting this offense sparked up. 2nd down for the Panthers. 5 minutes to play in the second half. It's a 2nd and 2 off the Rico Dow 8-yard run. Bryce Young is 10 of 16 for 114 yards and a pick. The Chuba Hubbard touchdown was the only touchdown scored thus far for the Panthers. Ball at the 32-yard line. Young, under center this time. Young, good emotion. The tight end inside. Gonna hand it off to Rico Dowles, and this time he's gonna be hit at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 0, and that brings up a 3rd down. Big 3rd down by the Panthers offense. Rico Dowd go to the sideline. Hey, I need all my channel members to get these people out of here that are just spamming and all that other stuff. 3rd down conversions today. The Panthers are 2 of 4. Here we go. Ball at the 32, still in Carolina's territory. Young takes a snap. Has time, going to dump it off to Chuba Hubbard, and he can't catch it. Chuba Hubbard had room to run for the 1st down, and he just couldn't catch it. Bryce Young maybe put it a little far out there, but that's a catchable ball. That's a catchable ball. If that's Rico Dalbs, he catches it. Chuba Hubbard knows that was a big time mistake. When you're down 10 to the LA Rams and you had an opportunity to catch and run, not only for the first down, but maybe 10 to 15 yards, and you can't haul it in. These are the things that you can't overcome. In the playoffs, everything is magnified. In a regular season game, that don't matter as much, but this game it does. It takes a Carolina Panther roll. It's going to go all the way down to the 11-yard line, but man, does that hurt my soul for Panther fans. 3rd and 2. Young. Keisha Harris said, sorry, I'm distracted trying to get something to eat. Hey, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm over here starving too because this game is during my dinner time type too. That hurts. That hurts. Tom Corey said the Panthers beat the Rams earlier this season. Yep, and I watched that game, and I loved every little second of it because at that point, it was the Eagles, the Rams, the Bears. We were all fighting for the number 1 spot. Oh, Seattle as well. At that point, we were all fighting for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Eagles got the 3rd seed. But yes, I remember watching that game vividly. And again, in that game, the Panthers didn't make the dumb mistakes that you're making right now. And I'm not trying to be mean to y'all, but, you know, first drive of the game, 4th and 1, you go for it inside your territory, don't get it. That hurts in the playoffs. A pick. It really wasn't Bryce Young's fault. Jalen Coker stopped running. Or Coker stopped running. But that's another turnover. And then right here, right now, 3rd and 2, an opportunity to keep the chains moving, keep the drive going, go down the field and get points. Mind you, the Rams get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So, Panther Nation, not only would you have kept the drive going with an opportunity to get points, but you keep Stafford and company off the field. That was huge, and Chuba Hubbard knows it. Z said, shame. I might have to play it one time.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now, granted, the game is not over. There's a lot of football left to be played. It is the playoffs. Anything is possible, but it starts now on the defensive side of the ball for the Panthers. Stafford is 8 of 9 for $114 in a tub. Premium said, yo, what's good? I'm a huge fan of what? Who? Where? Why? Panthers and Rams. Let me know. This is game 1 of Wild Card Weekend. Game 1 of Wild Card Weekend. Defense got to turn up right here, right now. Ooh. Here we go. Puka in motion. They're going to hand it off to Kyron Williams, and he's going to go up the middle for about 4. That is a tough 4. They're making it hard for him. Premium said, I'm a huge fan of you, bro. Oh, I appreciate it, Premium. Appreciate it. The Panthers, who haven't been the best run defense throughout the season, they have been playing real stout up front. Real stout up front. You're one of my best podcasters. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. 2nd and 6, Stafford dropping back. He has time. Going sideline to Nakua, and that is incomplete. Threw it away. Nakua was in the vicinity. That brings up a 3rd down. And if you're a Carolina Panthers fan in that stadium, you got to raise your voice right now. There's no if, and, or buts about it. You got to raise your voice. The D-line is jumping. They're telling the fan base to get up. They need the ball back. They need the ball back. 3rd and 6. Stafford has 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun takes a snap, and a timeout will be taken by who? Looks like the Rams. Sheesh. Here we go. Rams feeling the pressure. The Rams take their second time out. They are feeling the pressure. Carolina got to stand up like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. Bro, wait till we get to the Eagles game. If you think I'm hype for this, sheesh. Got to get up. It's now or never. You're down 10. There's still 3:02 left for the half. Get the ball back to the offense. 3rd and 6. Rams changed the play from the prior one. Devontae one-on-one. Stafford looking, going deep to Devontae Adams, who's wide open, and he missed him. Holy macaroni and ram cheese. For all this MVP talk about Stafford, he missed a wide open Devontae Adams that he could have probably ran it in 6. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Panther Nation. Shout out to Panther Nation. But I got to tweet this. MVP Stafford. MVP Stafford? Question mark? He missed a wide open 60. Oh! Panthers fumbled it. Oh my God. They fumbled a snap. And it's the Rams ball. Bro. Hey, Panther Nation, I don't know, man. I'm about to cry for y'all. Panther Nation. Your defense did their job. And he let it hit him in the face. Your return man, number 23, let the ball smack him in the face mask, bounce off, and the Rams recovered it. You can't make this up. The defense did their job, and the Rams special team just blew it.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Wow, I'm speechless. Too many mistakes for a team that needed things to go right for them. Wow. Inside Carolina territory, they're going to hand it off to Blake Corin, and he picks up about 6 yards on 1st down. I'm just speechless. A Panthers defense that is not the best does their job, gets the ball back for you to possibly go down and be down by 3. And a special team guy muffs the punt, hits him right in the face. These are NFL players. Punts are the easiest thing to recover, or the field. They're going to hand it off to Blake Corin again. He got the 1st down and more. Blake Corin spinning off Panther defensive players, and he'll be taken down, but not before he reaches the 1st down. As I said, oh my God, they're showing it again. Don't let me see it. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Panthers Nation, let me know how y'all feel. Pretty Mimi said, I'm getting dressed to go to the store. I had to step away for a minute. Hey, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? It ain't football Sunday. It's playoff weekend, but you could take a couple breaks for the op type games. You know what I mean? We just need you locked in for the Eagles game. You heard? Appreciate y'all. Still got 343 people in the building. Hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. How many likes do we got on this on this video? I'm not sure. Let's see. We got 138 likes only. So we got 343 people in the building and 138 likes only. We got to be able to get more than that. Hold on, let me text my boy back real quick. 1 second, y'all. Let me text my boy back, and then we get back to Action. Tab Kelly with a $20 super chat. Appreciate the love. Tab Kelly said, give yourself a shot. Hey, Tab, look, that's why I didn't write it down here. I didn't write no shot stuff because we not taking shots for the op type games. You know what I mean? So, maybe I'll save that and do it early in the stream tomorrow for the Eagles and Niners. You know what I'm saying? But since this is a stream that I don't normally do, we not doing shots. But shout out to Tab Kelly. I appreciate the super chat. Let's hear it for Tab Kelly in the chat. Tab Kelly. Tab said, give yourself a shot. Might have to save that for the Eagles-Niners game when we really get down to business. Robo Toaster Chad said, you got a new subscriber today. I appreciate you. Shane said, thank you for the play-by-play. You already know. We normally do Eagle videos and play-by-plays on here, but it's the playoffs. Here we go. Ball inside the 30. They're going to play action. Now they're going to dump it off to Kyron Williams. He got some room to run. Kyron Williams makes another man miss. Picks up the first down, but a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be in the area of holding. Looks like it's going to be in the area of holding. Or a block in the back. Offense. That's big for the Panthers. That is big time for the Panthers. Once again, shout out to Tab Kelly for that $20 banger. I'm going to have to take that one and drop it in the bank for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. 10-point ball game, 1 minute and 50 seconds left for the half. Rams will get the ball to start the third quarter. Stafford is 8 of 11 for 114 yards and a touchdown. Kyron Williams had a nice 10-yard run or 10-yard pass play, but it's negated. 1st and 20. Ball at the 36-yard line in Carolina territory. 7 seconds on the play clock. They're going to hand it off to Kyron Williams. He got some room. Picks up a chunk of change on 1st and 20. Maybe about 6 yards, maybe 7. Kyron Williams jumped up a little limpy. He's running out, though. Looks like he's good. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 for the LA Rams. Keisha said, this is a dry game. Mike can't even have a hangover tomorrow. Yeah, imagine me have a hangover tomorrow and feel like I don't want to call the Eagles game. That'd be crazy. Crazy. Always call the Eagles game no matter what, though. Here we go. 2nd and 13 with 1 minute and 46 seconds left for the half. Clock stopped. Isaac, timeout taken by the Panthers, so they're trying to stop the clock so they can get the ball back with some time. Colby Parkinson in motion, ball at the 29-yard line. Stafford going to hand it off to Blake Corn, and he goes up the middle for maybe 1, and that brings up a third. Oh, we got a fight. Fight night. Hey, chill, Carolina guy, before you get hurt. You about to get a flag on your team, bro. Hey, Carolina can't afford to get any more type flags. Chill. 2nd timeout from the Panthers. They want the ball back with something left on the clock so they can do a little something. They want to do a little something. I can't believe, though. Oh, my goodness. This game is going crazy, though. I ain't even going to cap. Shout out to High Up. Shout out to I don't know. Shout out to H. Said, let's go Panthers. Tab Kelly with a $5 super chat as Stafford takes a snap on 3rd and 12. Quick pass call. Higbee. And he'll pick up about 8 or 9, but not enough for the first down. So it looks like the field goal unit has to come back on the field to make this a 13-point ball game if it goes through the uprights. Tab Kelly with the 2nd super chat of the day So far, Tab Kelly is the MVP. Tab Kelly said, it's all good, Philly Mike. Looking for tomorrow. Hey, make sure you're up in here early. The game starts at 4:30. I will be live around 3:45. You're like, why so early? Because there's a lot to talk about before we get down and dirty with the Niners. Almost to the Rams. Here we go. 4th and 3, and Stafford is going for it. They're keeping the offense out. Stafford running, rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. That is big time once again for this Panthers defense. The Panthers defense has came to play, but will the Panthers offense now show up? And it's not even just the offense's fault. They have a turnover. The special teams has a turnover. The coach did a dumb play on 4th and 1 that was turnover on downs. But when push comes to shove, the Panthers defense has stepped up time and time again. Turnover on downs. The Rams could have been up 13, but they said, we got this. And now Stafford and McVay look upset on the sideline. This is Bryce Young's opportunity. Ball at the 19.5-yard line. They got a long way to go. 80.5 yards. They're going to motion. They're going to hand it to Rico Dowell, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They got 0 timeouts, and they're running the ball? Ain't no way. 0 timeouts. You need to go 80 yards, but let's run the ball and waste the clock and not get no yardage. I mean, I need Rico to run, don't get me wrong, but Bryce Young takes a snap, has time, looking, firing it deep. He got a man one-on-one. That's Jalen Cooker, and it was incomplete. Lake, and a flag on the play. I was waiting for the flag because the defensive player, Lake, was all over Jalen Cooker. Was all over him. Let's see it. Jalen Cooker. Oh, yeah. Two-hand grab. Two-hand grab. Beautiful flag thrown, which is going to help out the Carolina Panthers. It's going to help out the Carolina Panthers. Wow, the Panthers are turning the ball over and whatnot, but the Rams are keeping them in the game with 5 penalties for 56 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, 59 seconds left. The ball is at the 47-yard line, still in Carolina territory. Bryce going to throw off his back foot, and he has Jalen Cooker, and he goes out of bounds inside LA territory. Jalen Cooker has been cooking. Jalen Coker. I keep saying Coker. I can never say his name. Jalen C. When push comes to shove, I say his name wrong every time. Jalen Coker. Jalen C. We just saying Jalen C. And listen, I only have Jalen C to get over 25 yards in one and 30 yards in the other. I should have picked this man to go over like 70. Sheesh. Bryce takes a snap, looking, firing, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to get Xavier Legette in the end zone. Just a little too far for Bryce Young. A little too far for Bryce Young. Bryce Young, you got to lay it up a little bit nicer. Give Xavier a chance. You got to lob that, Bryce. You can't bullet that. You got to lob it up. Xavier went up with one hand, but he didn't have an opportunity to get it. Hey, this is going to be a ball game if they score a touchdown here. Ball inside the 20, mark it at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 10. Bryce from the shotgun takes a snap, looking, firing, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Rico Dowell on a little running back out route, and that brings up a 3rd down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see a touchdown by the Panthers. I want this game to be interesting in the second half. Let's go, Carolina. 11 of 20, 145 yards and a pick. Let's get a touchdown on that resume. Bryce, 44 seconds remain in the second quarter. Bryce from the 16. Shotgun formation. He got a triple stack to the right. Bryce takes a snap, stepping up in the pocket. Bryce is going to run. He gets inside the touchdown. Oh, first down and more. Touchdown. I can't even speak. Can't even speak. Bryce Young with the big 16-yard scramble and a touchdown. I love it. Bryce pump faked at the line of scrimmage, juked one linebacker, got the first down, and was probably thinking, should I slide? Hell nah. I see green grass. I see the black and blue Panther in the end zone. Bryce Young for a Carolina touchdown. Let's see if the extra point is good to go. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. So we got ourselves a 3-point ball game. And they were saying, what? Carolina, go ahead and put your slats. What is it? Keep pounding in the chat. 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 Let's go. Keep pounding in the chat. Let's go. Keep pounding in the chat. Let me switch this. I put it as Los Angeles Rams versus Carolina Panthers. Let's change this up. We're going to put Carolina Panthers versus Los Angeles Rams. Let's put them in the front of the title. Carolina Panthers versus Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, that's what we doing for this. Hey, if you rock with the Carolina Panthers, go ahead and drop that. Keep pounding in the chat. Big time drive from Bryce Young. Let's go. And the Rams defense looks dumbfounded on the sideline. 37 seconds remaining. Rams still got a timeout, and they got Puka Nacua over there, so that is dangerous. Flag on the kickoff. Flag on the kickoff. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Did he even get it in the landing zone? Uh-oh. If he didn't, that could be good field position for the Rams. Wow. Another bonehead mistake by the Panthers. The Panthers special teams have been hurting this team. A special team fumble, and now a special team not able to kick it into the landing zone. Now they start at the 40. Stafford, 9 of 13, $123. He takes a snap on first down, fires. That is caught. Devontae Adams for a first down. Needed his 10, but he picks up about 13 to 14 there. And the Rams will use their third and final timeout with 29 seconds remaining of the half. For those just tuning in, the Rams got the ball to start. The Panthers got the ball to start this game, so the Rams will get it to start the third quarter. And I don't know why, but why does the Rams kicker look like a defensive lineman? Look at big number 92. Hey, yo, I ain't never see a kicker look that big. Like, not even big and strong. Like, he chunky. Ball inside Carolina territory after the big pass to Devontae Adams. 31 seconds on the clock. Stafford takes a snap. Blitz. It don't get there. They're going to Nacua, and it's incomplete. Puka Nacua couldn't haul it in. The pass was high. Stafford had to throw off his back foot off the Panthers' pressure. When you blitz, you leave guys one-on-one. That was a dangerous blitz, but the Panthers made it pay off. Oh my goodness, J.C. Horn got away with a flag. Woo-wee! Panther Nation got away with one there. 27 seconds remain in the half. 3-point ball game. 2nd and 10. Stafford, shotgun. Panthers showing blitz. Now they bail out. Stafford has time. Pressure in the face at the last second, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Puka Nakua and triple coverage, and that brings up a third down. Oh my goodness. Stafford is holding his thumb. His right hand was hit by the elbow of a D lineman for the Panthers, number 88. 98, I mean. Wordworm, or I don't want to say his name. Stafford holding his hand, prayers in the chat in case he's hurt. Stafford takes the snap on 3rd and 10. Pressure. Now he's going to throw it. And that is Puka Nakua. And he dropped a wide open pass. The legend of Nakua is over. For one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, he just dropped a gimme right in between the mitts. Right in the mitts. I'm not talking one hand. I'm not talking 9 fingers. I'm talking all 10 fingers touch the ball. Puka Nakua, Hakuna Matata. It does mean some worry. Stafford and the Rams choking. Stafford and the Rams choking. Devontae Adams was open for a 60-yard possible touchdown, and Stafford missed him. Then he hit Nakua in all 10 fingers, and he dropped it. This is looking to be a crazy game. What started out as a bad half for the Panthers had a turnover on downs, an interception, and a fumble, and are down by 3 to the LA Rams. Think about that. If you are a Rams fan, you should be shook. If you're a Panthers fan, you should be excited about the second half. To literally have 3 turnovers in one half to a team that had 0 turnovers, well, 1 turnover on down, but to be down the turnover battle 3-1 and still be in this ball game is incredible. Incredible. Underdogs are hungry, says Captain McCringleberries. He said underdogs are hungry and he's just here for the gambling advertisement. With that being said, sports books are for 2025. Why not go against other peers and not the Vegas sports book? How do you do that? Simple. It's called Poly Market, which is a prediction market where you trade on the outcome instead of being locked in on one play. Plus, it helps you keep your winnings. Literally, sportsbook charge $9 on a $100 win, where Poly Market takes a single penny. I also love how easy the app is. Let's go ahead and pull it up and move over to the NFL, where we have the playoff games. Let's scroll down till we get to our Eagles. 68%. I like that. We're going to buy it at 68% for $50. And remember, if the Eagles end up getting a big lead, you can sell it, trade it, and make a profit before the game's over. But I feel good about buying this at 68%. Poly Market lets you trade in and out and or cash out whenever you want, unlike the sports book that blocks trades and cash outs multiple times during the game. Also play anywhere because it's available in all 50 states. So turn game day into payday. Trade live with no limits. Download Poly Market today. Use promo code Philly Mike and you will get a free $10 with no deposit needed. Go check out Poly Market. The link will be in the description. And right now it's pinned in the comment section. Well, let me pin it in the comment section for you real quick. But shout out to everybody still in the building. Let's go ahead and see. We still got 327 people in here. It is halftime. Had to show Captain McCringleberry some love. Let's go. Love the stream, bro. I appreciate you. But let me drop the link in the chat, and it will be in the description after the video is ended. But if you want to sign up, use code Philly Mike. And like I said, you get $10 with no deposit needed. And it's not against the books. It's against the peers. Here we go. Let me drop that real quick. And after I drop it, we're going to talk about this. I want to hear from y'all, whether you are a Rams fan, a Panthers fan, or an Eagle fan, just tuning in because you rock with Philly Mike and are also interested in the NFL playoffs, as am I. This is why we do this, right? Like, I love my Eagles, but I don't only watch the Eagles. I watch every single NFL game that is available for me to watch because we are football fans over here. Keisha Harris said, oh, you're talking to Dan? Oh, yeah, of course. If I had seen it, I would have booted them, but you're always ahead of me. Shout out to Keisha Harris for always being a ride or die in this stream. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on in the game, though. I want those Panthers to win. You and me both. You and me both, Afro. George said Eagles. I can't deny that. You know, we watching this game, but we all about our birds. All about our birds. Y'all let me know. Should I do the Chicago Bears? I gotta hear back from one of my family members. If they give me the green light, I wanted to do the Bears Packers game because that's gonna be more interesting as it pertains to the Eagle fans in here, because it lets us know if we get another home game or not if we win. But let me know if y'all want to see it, though. Let me know if y'all want to see it. Man, oh man, oh man. I can't believe Rico Dow only has 9 yards rushing. It wasn't always a 3-point ball game, but with it being close now, I'm thinking you got to get Rico Dow more involved. This man has 9 yards rushing. That is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. Matthew Stafford has 137 yards passing. Bryce Young has 151 yards passing. Kyron Williams has 37 yards rushing. Rico has 9 yards rushing. Puka has 63 yards. T. McMillan has 49 yards. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. I can't believe that Devontae Adams only has 1 catch, too. That's crazy to me, too. That might be the only thing that hurts me. Hold up. Yeah. We need a big second half for some of these players for me. But let's talk about it. How many people we got in the chat? We got 296 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button. The like button is free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. Robo said, fly, Panthers, fly. I like the combination there. Fitness Roofer said, Philly Mike, what's good? Just tuning in. I appreciate you. We got a good game here in Carolina as the Panthers trail to the Rams 17-14. The Panthers have done everything in their power to be down by multiple scores. Somehow, they're only down 3. Credit them and the resiliency to keep pounding, Vera Jones in the chat said those Rams are going anywhere. Those Rams are going anywhere, and Jarrett Verse is so quiet. Why? They're not going anywhere, I think is what Vera Jones was trying to say, and I'm with you. Dan Philly said that game is on Prime. Mike, you got Prime? Yes, we do got Prime over here, so we could definitely do it as well. Robo said, I think Green Bay beats the Bears. I need that. We need that. If that happens and the Eagles handle business versus the 49ers, we will have another home game. Could you imagine, Carolina Nation, if you come back and beat the Rams, Eagles beat the Niners, Packers beat the Bears, then somehow, some way, the Panthers beat the Seahawks, Eagles beat the Packers, and it's Eagles-Panthers NFC Championship. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. Could you imagine if I'm talking this loud and I don't have a voice tomorrow? Woosah. Woosah. This game has been crazy, though. This game has been crazy. Rizzy68 Scott said, my G, love the show. I appreciate you, Brody. Thomas Harris said, South Carolina in the house. Let's get it, Carolina. Hashtag Harris, boy. Carolina and Green Bay. Hey, sign it up. Sign it up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I need a second half to start. I'm ready. I'm ready for some football. Listen, this drive, I need the Rams to get Devontae Adams involved. I need the Rams to get Devontae Adams involved on this drive, at least 2 to 3 catches. But then I need the Rams to stall out and give the ball back to the Panthers, where the Panthers run the ball a little bit with Rico Suave. Then get some passing yards of Bryce Young and take the lead over the LA Rams. That would be lovely. A little best of both worlds right there. Look what my son drew for me the other day. He drew it and cut it out. Pretty nice. Nice little drawing, you know what I mean? He drew me the old school logo too, but I don't know where it is right now. Here we go. Second half up next. Fibbox in the building said, do the Bears game, yes. Do the Bears game, yes. I got to hear back from one of my family members, and if they give me the green light, we rocking out. Because this game is interesting, and all the NFC games matter to me. However, the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packer game really mattered a little bit more to Philadelphia Eagle fans, and I think that game is going to be as good, if not better. It was a 1.5 point spread. This was a 10.5 point spread, but it don't look like it so far. And the Panthers, like I said, are doing everything in their power to allow the Rams to win by more than 10.5. But for some strange reason, the Rams can't pull it away. Dwayne said, who you going with this game? I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. Pretty Mimi said, oh, he did a good job. Yeah, he did. He said he couldn't find no midnight green. Oh, that is like midnight green. Oh, so yeah, he got the midnight green in here. He got the white in here, but he couldn't find, I don't know why, but he said he put the Kelly green on the outside. I forgot what reason he did, but that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? He did the old school logo too for me. Bro, what is going on? I got like fire trucks or ambulance going crazy around my house. Dan said I took the Panthers and the spread was too big for a home game. I like that. Smart thinking. All right. I want to ask everybody in here, all right, we already know the people who are rooting for the Panthers, whether you're Eagle fans rooting for the Panthers or Panther fans rooting for the Panthers. I need to know from everybody in this chat who really wins, Chicago or Green Bay. I don't want no Eagle bias. Well, I mean, the Eagle fans are always going to have a little bit of Eagle bias, and I can't even hate on it. But give me your honest opinions. Honest opinions. Who wins tonight on Prime in Chicago? It's a division game. Packers, Bears. Let me know in the chat right now, before this game starts back up and Philly might gotta call it. Before we gotta call the game, let me know. Bad Juju with the first statement of the day. He says Chicago. Andy says Green Bay. Thomas says Green Bay. Vera says Green Bay. Fibbox says Bears win, but I don't want them to. That's an Eagle fan who, again, don't want him to, but he's keeping it 100 to what he believes. True said the Rams defense looks sweet. Super sweet. Super sweet. This Ram team is looking real sweet. That's why we need the Panthers to go finish him off. Finish him in a second half type. Gabriel said, honestly, Green Bay, as soon as the run game is shut down, they can't do anything. Yeah, you might be right. They got Christian Watson, and I think Reed is back, if I'm not mistaken. Jeister said Packers so we can get another home game. You already know. Dwayne said Green Bay. Bad Juju said Bears have God on their side. Pretty Mimi got the Bay. Packers, Bears always play close games, says Dan Philly. Packers have more players who have been in the playoffs. I think the Bears will choke. That all matters too. Been there, done that type is important. Well, don't really look, and you actually can see in this game, the Rams have been in the playoffs. They've won in the playoffs. They lost to the Eagles in the playoffs. But you can see they're not making the same mistakes. The Panthers are new. The Panthers are new. And although they're down 3 points, the Panthers have shown new playoff experience mistakes. A turnover on down insider territory, a pick where the receiver stops running, and a muff punt fumble off the face mask. These are rookie mistakes. 214 total yards for the Rams, 182 total yards for the Panthers. The kick is up and the second half is now starting. It will be fielded in the end zone, and Xavier Smith tells the young buck number 20 to sit your ass down. Shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Calling the game like I'm calling without any liquor, my jaw is hurting. I ain't even gonna cap. See, when I do the Eagles game, I do as much talking, if not more. But the tipsiness in me don't make me just keep talking. But it's tough to just be talking for 3 or 4 hours straight. Sometimes yelling, sometimes talking. Here we go. Stafford under center. Gonna fake the handoff, throw the ball, and that is caught. Oh, and dropped by Devontae Adams. Whoever Jackson is, he's playing a heck of a game. Off coverage, but he broke on the ball perfectly. Beautiful break on the ball. I'm rooting for the Panthers, but I need Devontae Adams to get a couple more yards and a couple more catches. That's it. Stafford, 2nd and 10. Pressure in his face, throwing it to Adams, and it's incomplete. This time, J.C. Horn. They got this man on lockdown. It don't matter who's guarded him, whether it's J.C. Horn, Jackson, number 22. This is back-to-back plays. This is exactly how I wanted it to come out. Pressure in the face on Stafford made the ball be. That ball was passed ugly. 53 was barreling down and popped Stafford right in the midsection. But man, oh man, these DBs are locking up Adams. He was thrown to 5 times. Only 1 catch for 14 yards. Stafford on 3rd down. Fires. Caught. Nope. Dropped. And he threw it at them. He threw it at Adams again. But that was not Adams' fault. That is Stafford throwing that ball ugly. So let me say this. It's a 3-and-out for the Rams. Once again, the Panthers are doing their job on defense. But Philly might need at least a catch or 2 from Adams. The first pass would have been a 1st down, which would have sucked for Panthers, but it was a good thrown ball, great coverage. He dropped it. The second one was a bad pass. Stafford got drilled. And the third pass was another bad pass because pressure, but at least that wouldn't have been a 1st down. On 3rd and 10, Stafford threw a pass for 3 yards. Would 3 yards really help me? No, but a catch would have helped me. And it went right to the dirt. Stafford threw it to the dirt. I can't blame Adams. And the Panthers almost muffed another punt. I would have threw up on the stream and probably just ended it if the Panthers muffed another punt. 17-14 ball game. Panthers got the ball early in the 3rd quarter. The Panthers defense has done all it can be asked upon. Here we go. Bryce Young under center. Ball at the 13-yard line. Young, pressure in his face, going to roll to his left. Young going to run and slide about a yard shy of 1st down. The second rush for Bryce Young, and he gets about 9 yards on that one, bringing up a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Keisha Harris said, is that the same punt returner? I'm not sure. I'm not really listening. I don't got the broadcast on. I'm not sure. 23 was the one who muffed it. I'll have to see. Scary though. Ball up at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 1. They're going to hand it off to Chuba Hubbard. He got the first down and more. Chuba Hubbard up the middle for the first down. And that is a nice chain move for the Carolina Panthers. Kay Spencer said even McVay's play calling is questionable. This game has been. I just can't believe this man, Devontae Adams, was thrown to 6 times now. 6 times thrown to, and he caught 1 pass. A lot of bad passes, though. 1st and 10. They're going to motion a tight end. Young throws it, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Tried to get it to T. McMillan, the wide receiver 1 for the Carolina Panthers, but the defensive line gets the PBU. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. Here they go, showing all the Carolina miscues. You got the interception, the miss catch from Chuba Hubbard, which was wide open, the muff punt for number 23. Sheesh, and they're still in the ball game with a chance to win. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Young in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Rams bring blitz. Young gets out of there. Throws it on the run. And he throws it out of bounds. Smart decision to live to play another down. Again, pressure in the face of Bryce Young. Nobody blocking him. It was a free blitzer. But he's able to spin move out of it and get the ball out of his hands. Z said, yo, Mike, that kid number 23 for the Panthers on special team, he's nervous. The ball hit him in the face. Again, he almost dropped it. Yeah, get this man out. You need somebody else returning it if it was the same guy. Perfect finish in the building. What's going on with you? Stretch, what's up? 3rd and 10. Young changing the play. He's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Young looking, firing across the middle, and it is caught. That is T. McMillan with another Carolina Panther first down. And since the Panthers are the home team, we got to show them that love. Again, I don't know what this play is, but Bryce Young saw something that he liked in the Rams defense, did the lights, camera, action, play change at the line of scrimmage, and he hit T. McMillan. I keep saying McMillian. T. McMillan for a first down. He has 4 catches for 65 yards. Young from the pistol hands it off to Chuba Hubbard, and he's going to run forward for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Some tough pause. It's tough running from Chuba Hubbard. Vera Jones said, that's how you win. Dan said, big catch over the middle. Here we go. 6 carries for 27 yards in a tub for Chuba Hubbard. Bryce Young got a $167 through the air. They're at the 48.5-yard line, still in Carolina territory. They're trying to cross midfield right now. It's 2nd and 5. Young under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Chuba Hubbard, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and slammed down by the defensive line of the LA Rams. Spates in there on a tackle as well. That brings up a 3rd down for this Carolina Panther offense. Perfect finish said Lane is questionable, but I think he'll play. You and me both. You and me both. Big 3rd down for the Panthers. They're 4 of 7 today. Ball at the 49-yard line in Carolina territory, and they're going to get the Rams a jump. It's a free play. He's going to lob it up to Jalen C., and it doesn't matter that it's incomplete because Bryce Young got the Rams to jump off sides. Automatic first down for the Carolina Panthers. It was Braden Fisk. Braden Fisk jumps. It was a free play. It doesn't even matter. Well, if and when the Panthers scored his touchdown, it might put some pressure on the Rams offense to throw the ball to 17. Because they locking up Puka now. Rams looking suspect. Rams looking suspect. Go ahead, Panthers. Here we go. Ball inside LA territory, mark it at the 46-yard line. Young, under center. They're going to hand it up to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the middle for a gain of maybe 3 or 4. Kept the legs moving. That is a nice, solid run on first down for the Panthers. Let's see where they spot it. 10:45 remains in the third quarter. 10:38. Why am I just saying the clock again? They're going to mark it as a 4-yard run, so that brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Panthers in LA territory. This current drive is 8 plays, 43 yards, and a 4-minute and 15 time taken up. I don't even know what to say. Young dropping back. They're going to dump it off to Chuba Hubbard. Screen. He got the first down, but he gets blasted at the first down, but he does fall forward. Chuba Hubbard making up for that drop open pass that would have picked up a first down on 3rd and 2nd with some nice plays here in the third quarter. He got some blockers out in front, was able to run forward for a first down on 2nd and 6. Panthers moving the chains, constantly moving the chains. They keep pounding on his drive. Keep pounding on his drive. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Young under center. Now he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 3 seconds on the play clock. Young takes the snap, hands it off to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the right side and falls forward for a gain of maybe 2. I like the footwork there, though, because what looked like a loss of yards or maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage turned into a gain of 2 off the leap and dive. So that's smart thinking by Chuba Hubbard, who needs to get yards no matter what. He's not willing to go for a gain of 0. 9 minutes remain in the third quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Young is closing in on 200 yards passing. Needs 26 more. He's in the shotgun. Young takes the snap. They're going to give it to Chuba Hubbard, though. He goes up the right side, and he gets maybe 1.5 on that one. That brings up a 3rd down now. Back-to-back runs for Hubbard. And now the Panthers face a 3rd, but still tight manageable. Let's see where they mark it. No Rico Dow on this drive. It's been Chuba Hubbard on the carry. For anybody who got Rico Dow on a parlay, not looking good. I'm one of them. 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation. Young. Got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Young takes a snap, dumps it off to the tight end, and he won't get the first down. That is Tommy Treble, the guy he's went to when he felt pressure, and he'll be short of the first down marker. Needed 7, picks up maybe, I want to say 4. That brings up a 4th down and a decision for the Panthers. Looks like they're setting out the field goal unit. So they played it conservative there. Ryan Fitzgerald, he's 24 of 29 this season. His longest has been a 57. This is a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. We got ourselves a tie ball game. Here we go. Here we go. Now this is a ball game. We got ourselves a ball game. We definitely got ourselves a ball game. Who thinks we got a ball game? I think we got a ball game. I just want to check some of my stuff. Dan Philly said a 46-yarder to tie the game. Robo Toast said 17-17. Z said, wow, the Rams are smelling suspect right quick. Mike, you dig me? That's facts. Fibbox says, amen to Vera Jones. In Jesus' name. You already know. In Jesus' name, the Eagles are about to put BTA on the Niners tomorrow. Please, in Jesus' name. Hey, don't get too cocky, Vera Jones. Don't ever say what now to Puka, because Puka is Puka. No, I'm just kidding, right? Puka's been low-key shut down. He had a big first quarter, but not much in the second, and then nothing in the third so far. Stan said, go Panthers. I like it. Man, Rico Dow has 9 yards. He's really killing one of my parlays bad. He's actually killing another part. He's killing 2 parlays there. 3 parlays. Oh my God, do I have him on every one? And the other person killing my parlay is Devontae Adams, dog. Like, man up and catch the ball. He was thrown to 6 times with 1 catch. Shame on you, dog. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Let's play the shame for Devontae Adams.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It is commercial break, of course. That's why we're doing a little blah 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 blah. But T. McMillan has 65 yards. Man, oh man, oh man. If only this man. If I honestly should have put Jalen C as 40 or 50 yards like I did for Devontae Adams, and Devontae all the way down to 25. Because Jalen C's balling. He leads the Panthers with 70 yards. T. McMillan is right behind him with 65. Demetrius said, we going to win this, Panthers. Shout out to all the Panther fans in the building. We riding with you. Philly riding with you right now, you heard? All I'm asking y'all to do is hit the like button. By hitting the like button, it brings more Panther fans, NFL fans, Ram fans. It might even wake up some of the Eagle fans who don't know I'm going live to come in here and chop it up. It's a big kick. It will be returned from the 2-yard line. Will cross the 20, 25, all the way up to the 30-yard line. So a nice run back from Rivers, who had to backpedal and catch it at the 1-yard line. What are they showing? Wow. The Los Angeles Rams have 14 net yards since 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wow. Talk about a Panthers shutdown defense right now. Ball at the 30-yard line. Stafford under center. They're going to motion a tight end, hand the ball off to Kyren Williams, and he goes up the middle for maybe 3 or 4 yards. This Panthers defensive line has been an absolute monster. They might have not have had a really good run defense in the regular season, but they definitely upgraded something, or they're playing a lot better. Or not, they ain't upgrade, but I'm saying they came ready to play. They are shutting down Kyren Williams and Blake Corin as a tandem. Here we go. Stafford under center again after the 3-yard pickup on first down, making it 2nd and 7. They're going to play action. Stafford, pressure in his face, throws off the run, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Puka Nacua, and he just can't do it. He just can't do it. That brings up a 3rd down for the Rams offense. And this is a home game for the Panthers, so the crowd got to be bumping. Stafford did have pressure in his face, but he threw it nonchalant. So the pass sailed over Nacua. Stafford is being rattled. There was not much pressure in his face on that play necessarily, but the pressure that has been adding up in the face of Stafford has now been making him miss a couple passes. But we got an injured Panther player, so drop the prayers in the chat. This is the one time you're allowed to spam. There's no spamming in the chat or you will be put in timeout. But this is the only time you're allowed to spam when we have an injury. So I want to see this filled up with prayers in the chat, at least halfway. Let's get it. It's a big 3rd down for the Rams, but we'll go to commercial break due to the injury. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is the one time we allowed to spam it up. Spam it up. Eagle Nation. Even if you're a Rams fan, listen, if a Ram player gets hurt, we do the same for y'all. But Panther Nation, show love to your own guy. Drop that prayer emoji in the chat. Here we go. I see you, Mama E, still rocking with your boy. Fibbox doing it right. He said, if I'm allowed to spam, I'm at least spamming while I got the chance to spam type shit. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. And shout out to Fibbox. He got the black, the white, the yellow, the brown, the light brown, the dark brown, the medium brown, the super white. He got all the colors. Prayers in the chat. Respect. Liberty, Liberty. You know who needs Liberty insurance? The Rams. Lord have mercy. This will be an incredible start to the playoffs if the LA trash talking. They listen. I like Puka Nakua because he's a dog. But the Rams do talk a lot of trash. McVay's a little cocky. Kyan Williams be talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? Jared Verse never shuts up. If these Panthers pound you out the playoffs, pause, I'm going to love it. Kerm said this is not the first time a team with a losing record won a playoff game. You're right. But still, this is a 12-5 Rams team. They're only a wild card because of how good Seattle that the division is. But this is a team that a lot of people said they're wild card. But guess what? They have the talent to run the table. Here we go. Big third down. It's anybody's game still. Panthers showing blitz. Stafford changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Please be careful, guys. Stafford takes a snap. It is a blitz. Rams pick it up. Quick pass call. That's Davante Adams. Again, when you blitz, you're going to get man-to-man coverage, and Davante Adams was matched up against a long-haired, don't-care linebacker. If you blitz, you got to get home. When you blitz and the linemen block all the people coming, then you got a pretty good wide receiver matched up with a linebacker, and it's going to bode well for him. That's his second catch of the day. He's on the sideline. Stafford has time, looking, pumping, throwing, and that is going to be incomplete. Tried to get it to Puka Nakua, and the long hair, don't care white boy linebacker said I couldn't guard Davante Adams, but I somehow shut down Puka Nakua. Look at that. And Stafford takes another big hit. Dang, there was hands to the face. So the Panthers got away with one there, and another hit to the hand as well. Stafford's throwing hand might not be good. Holy fatness. Stafford's throwing hand might not be good. There's a reason he's been missing people left and right. Stafford takes a snap. 2nd and 10. Going to dump it off to Kyan Williams. He can't make the first man miss. Only a short pickup of maybe 4 yards. That brings up a 3rd down for this Rams offense. And since the Panthers are the home team, we got to drop the cheers for the Panthers. This is big for both teams. It's a tie ball game. Big 3rd down. Can the Panthers fans be loud? And let's see what happens. Here we go. They going crazy in the stadium. Stafford. Shotgun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He takes the snap. Stafford looking, firing, and that is caught by Davante and blasted. Oh my God. Davante Adams might have just died on that play, but there's a flag on the play because they're going to hit a defenseless receiver. So Davante Adams won't get the fucking catch, but he'll get the yardage. So I'm sick for Panther fans because it's a 1st down. And I'm sick for Philly Mike, which is me, because I don't get the reception in the yards. That would have been 3 catches and you would have been over 40 yards. I would have made $1,000. Hey, how about this? If one of my parlays hits $1,000, I'll pick a random person in the chat to give $100 to. I'm going to pick a random person in the chat to give $100 to. Oh my goodness. That is a defenseless receiver hit. He was hit right underneath the jaw. Almost broke my man. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a bad hit. Rams get the yards, but Philly Mike don't get the catch or the yardage on that one. Trust me, all my Rico Dow parlays are gone, but they were the cheap ones. My biggest spenders, and it's looking pretty good. Bro. $1,036 with 43 cents if this hits. I need 2 more catches for Devontae Adams, 7 more yards for Devontae Adams, 5 yards from Corin, and 25 yards for Kyron Williams, and 7 for Nakua. That's real doable. I'm going to say it one more time. 7 yards for Nakua, 25 rushing or receiving for Kyron, 2 catches, 7 yards from Devontae, and 5 yards from Corin. And I got a stack, and I'm going to give someone $100 here. Let's go. Stafford takes a snap, hands it off to Kyron Williams. He cuts it up the middle and picks up about 5 or 6 yards on first down. Ball came out, but he was down. Mama E said, Mike, you're too kind. I mean, I'm trying to just hit my parlay. You know what I'm saying? Like something light. All right, No, I'm in the middle of the stream, Papa. Go with Mama. All right, you can show me after I'm done, okay? I love you. Here we go. I want the Panthers to win. I just need Devontae to get 2 more catches in 7 yards. That's it. You're 2nd and 6. Ball inside Carolina territory. They take the snap. Stafford looking, firing, and it's dropped. Try to hit Colby Parkinson on the tight end screen, and it's incomplete. That brings up another 3rd down. Please keep me up to date. I don't see Devontae Adams on the field. Is he hurt? Is Devontae Adams hurt? Remember, my TV's turned down, so if they said Devontae Adams is in the tent or something, please tell me if he's hurt, because I'm going to be sick. That catch would have put him over 7, and then he would have needed only 1 more. Big 3rd down. Stafford, shotgun. He got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Stafford takes a snap, looking, firing. He's going deep to Nakua, and it's incomplete. Nakua didn't even try for it. Stafford did overthrow him a little bit. Bro. What the is going on? When a parlay is just right there, man, that just breaks your soul. Still a lot of time left. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good for the LA Rams. So they couldn't get on the board with 7. Panthers defense is playing tough football. But it's a 3-point ball game again with 4:17 left in the 3rd quarter. Booster said, bro, you got to get a Bluetooth headphone for the TV. Yeah. I be sitting here in silent. That's why whenever there's a flag on the play, I got to go off my eye. I can't let the people tell me what it is. I gotta see the yardage, see everything, call it how I call it. Yeah. Shout out to you, though. Pretty Mimi said they took Devontae out to go check him out. Please let him be okay. Because if he don't come back in the game, it's a rapsy scapsy for me. We still got the Packers-Bears game to make some things. And we got Poly Market, where, again, you're not going against the book. You're going against peer-to-peer. So a lot easier to finagle some stuff there, especially with their trades and cash outs. Dan said, I checked Twitter, And I think Adam is in the tent or off the field. Yeah, he wasn't on the field for sure. I checked, but hopefully he's good to come back. That was a big time pop he took under the chinny chin chin. You know what I'm saying? Them chinny chin chins. That's why I was wearing chin straps. Vera Jones said Panthers are coming back with a touchdown. Watch. Demetrius said touchdown Panthers. I could dig it. Caden said, as a Falcons fan, I want to see the Panthers lose. Hey, Caden, I wouldn't expect anything else. Since you are in that division, of course, if the Giants, Commanders, or Cowboys were in the playoffs and I wasn't in the playoffs, I'd be damn sure rooting against them boys. So again, I respect you got to. I actually would be upset if you were a Falcons fan rooting for the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So I respect where you come from. Here we go. Let's get them likes up, though, again. Even if you're not subscribed to the channel because you are a Panther or a Falcon or a Ram fan or an NFL fan, I'm not asking y'all to subscribe to the channel because I do Eagles play-by-plays for the majority, and I do Eagle videos. They're talking about Devontae. I can't hear it. Let me know what they're saying in the chat, please. All right, the kick is up, and it will be fielded around the 3-yard line by the Panthers. Crosses the 20, the 25, 30, jumps over a guy, and that's where the Panthers will start this drive. Xavier Legette, the kick returner, will get it to the 31-yard line. Bryce Young has had a good game. For the amount of pressure in his face, he has stood tall, stood up, and delivered when the Panthers needed him to. Let's see what happens. It's a 3-point ball game with 4:11 left in the third. What did they say when they showed Adam's face? They showed his face. It says something. Caden said, I can't believe they swept us. That hurts. That hurts. Adams cleared protocol. Get in the game. 2 catches for 7 yards, and then you can take a big break. Actually, give me 8 yards in case a stat correction comes up. I just need 2 catches for 8 yards, Brody. Brody. You could do that for me. The only person I really need to get cooking for the Panthers, because T. McMillan did his job, Jalen C. did his job. I could use a Rico Dowell big run right here for GP for my other parlays. Young dropping back, looking, he's going to fire to Rico Dowell. Dowell makes one man miss, no, runs into the guy, try to run over Emmanuel Forbes, but he picks up a chunk of change. But see, I don't got no rushing and receiving for Rico Dowell. I only got rushing. Nice run for Rico right there, though. Rico Suave, the ex-Cowboy. Someone just said Adams is out for the game, but someone said Adam cleared protocol. Can someone please clear this up for me? Someone clear it up for me. Young under center, going to hand it to Rico Suave, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 0. That brings up a 3rd and 4. Don said Adams cleared protocol. And JDTB said Adam is out for the game. Somebody clear this up for me. I'm about to have a panic attack over here. Emmanuel Forbes is hurt for the Rams on the sideline. Prayers in the chat for Emmanuel Forbes. 3rd down for the Panthers. This is big as they trail by 3. Bryce Young in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Young dropping back, has time, fires, and that is going to be incomplete. Tried to get it over the middle to Xavier Legette, and McCreary was on the coverage. Now, I know a lot of Panther fans are upset with how Xavier Legette has been playing, but this is a good route. It's a bad pass from Young on that one, and I've been a big Bryce Young fan this game, but Xavier Legette ran a solid route, was open, but Bryce Young threw it behind him, which made Xavier Legette go backwards to get it, and it was broken up. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4, a couple yards inside LA territory. Young dropping back, pressure in his face. Young dancing, running, rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. He pretty much threw it away, and that is turnover on downs. I can't believe the Panthers have 2 turnovers on downs. and 2 turnovers. They have 2 turnover on downs, an interception, and a fumble, and they're down by 3. Hey, Pretty Mimi said, if Pretty Mimi said Devontae clear protocol, he clear protocol to me. Bro, the Panthers really went for it on 4th and 4 at the 47-yard line in LA territory, but right around midfield, and they didn't get it. Bryce Young was rolling out to the right, running for his life. Jared Verse was trying to hawk this man down. At the end of the day, I understand you want to be... Look. See, I didn't watch a lot of Panthers games throughout the year. I watched a couple. I watched when the Panthers beat the Rams during the regular season. But I don't know if the Panthers coach really likes going for it on 4th down like that, or he's just doing it because it's the playoffs. But you got to feel out the game. In the first quarter, the Rams did whatever they wanted. They went down the field at will on this Panthers defense. But since the first quarter, the Panthers defense has been stout. They've been slowing down the run. They've been forcing 3 and outs. They've been forcing turnovers on downs. Why would you not punt that, get good field position, and play defense? Now you give the Rams pretty much a field goal if they get 25 yards. The Rams got to go 20 yards for an extra 3 points. The team that needs to make the team that needs the fewer mistakes is the team that's making them, but somehow we still got ourselves a ball game. And the crazy thing is, I've been shouting out Bryce Young on this stream all day long. However, if he just throws the ball a little bit better to Xavier Legette, a guy that a lot of people say has been lazy and blah, 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 that's a first down, dog. Xavier Legette ran a strong route, sat down for it, but had to reach back in contested and made a contested catch due to the fact that the ball was behind him. Z said Adams is good. I appreciate it. Came out the blue tent and clear protocol. Orchard said, that's how I see the playoffs. How do you see it? Caden said, man, if we just would have beaten the Jets, we would have been playing the Rams. Crazy. Blake Corrin up the left side, keeping the legs moving for a gain of maybe 6. I think Blake just might have crossed our threshold. Remember I said I need Blake Corrin 5 yards? Blake Corrin got it. So we need 2 catches, 7 yards for Devontae Adams. We need 7 yards for Puka and 21 yards for Kyron Williams, but it can be rushing or receiving. That's real doable. 7, 2, 7, and 21. Stafford under center, play action, rolling. Stafford looking, and he'll be sacked. Stafford goes down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big sack, maybe like 7 or 8 yards. Big number 52, something senior. I think it's Gibson Sr., and I guess nobody was open. Stafford rolling to his left, had a lot of time, but got cracked by Gibson Sr., and that's going to bring up, what is that, 2nd or 3rd down? I'm losing my mind. Literally, though, this is really hittable. This is hittable. Come on, y'all. 3rd and 12. I think Devontae Adams is at the top of the screen. Stafford dropping back, looking at Adams, throwing it, and it's picked off. He underthrew it. Adams was open, and he underthrew it. Shout out to the Panthers. Stafford is choking. Stafford is choking. Stafford. Y'all MVP is choking. For those who don't know, I'm talking about Matt Stafford. For those who don't know, I'm talking about Matt Stafford. Y'all MVP is choking. Here we go. Motion for the Panthers. Bryce Young under center. They're going to hand it to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the left side and gets maybe a half a yard on first down. Y'all MVP is choking. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the rest of the NFL. Leroy Stafford. And the crazy thing is Devontae Adams had like 2 or 3 yards of separation. He got to lob that over the top. But shout out to the Panthers. 2nd and 9. Bryce Young from the shotgun. Bryce takes a snap. Pressure. Now he steps up in the pocket, delivers a strike. And that is Jalen C. Inside the 20, inside the 10, down inside the red zone for the Carolina Panthers. And the crowd goes wild. Bro, I was scared. I was scared that Jalen C. wouldn't get over 40 yards. And this man has like 100 yards on the day. Panther fans, y'all should have put me on. On the parlay that I'm trying to hit, I took him for 25 yards. 25 yards, and he has 122. If I had the guts to put his thing at 100 yards, that would have been like a plus 700. Lord have mercy. Carolina inside the 10. They're back in the red zone with a chance to take the lead. How about this? The Rams just can't match up against these Carolina Panthers because when the Rams start to play good and think they're winning, you know what the Panthers do? They just keep pounding. Just keep pounding. The Panthers don't stop pounding, dog. Let's go. Let's go. My parlays have nothing to do with any of the teams winning or losing. I just need my stuff to happen. And it could be a beautiful first game of playoffs. If the Rams lose and my parlay or parlays with an S hit, it's Gucci. Crazy thing is, I just need something pretty viable to happen. Pretty viable to happen. Bryce Young, 236 yards passing. Been playing. RoboToaster said, pounce, Panthers, pounce. Keisha said, I'm more scared to play the Panthers at this point. You ain't lying. Vera Jones says, where is Jarrett versus Pacifier now? Dan said, I knew the spread was too high, but I wasn't expecting this. Facts. Don said, what advantages does the Rams lose do for the Super Bowl champs? Well, really, all it does is make sure the Rams don't play the Eagles, which I'm not really scared of the Rams anyways. The biggest help to the Philadelphia Eagles would be the Packers beating the Bears. If the Packers beat the Bears, that means the Eagles, if they beat the Niners, will have another home playoff game in the divisional round. So Panthers winning, just knock out the cocky LA Rams. But if the Packers beat the Bears, it gives us another home game. Random Anton with a $2 super chat. I appreciate the love and support. He said his real name is John Matthew Stafford. Never knew. What? His real name is John Matthew Stafford? Sheesh. Dang, that boy Durant, the cornerback number 14 for the Rams, Durant has been getting cooked. Here we go. Ball at the 9-yard line. Young, under center. They're going to fake it to Chuba Hubbard. Throw it. Caught. That is Jalen C. And he's going to be blasted out of bounds. He picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. And then he's blasted out of bounds. A late flag comes in. Shout out to Random Antendo for supporting the channel. He said his real name is John Matthew Stafford. Never knew. K-Dash said his government. Sheesh. They're going to call late hit or they're going to call, wow, that was a big hit. But I don't know about it being a flag, though. I don't know about being a flag. Here we go, though. There, I got to get my Chicago Bears and I got to get my Packers parlay in, too. We only got an hour to the game. First and goal. Ball inside the 5, mark it at the 3 or 4 yard line. Young, under center. Takes a snap. They're going to hand it off to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the middle, and he goes in for a Panthers touchdown. That is back-to-back touchdowns for Chuba Hubbard. He got 2 on the day. And the Panthers take their first lead of the 2025-2026 NFL Playoffs Wild Card Weekend. And I want to give a shout out to all the Panther fans in this stream, especially the ones that were commenting a couple times throughout this stream. I heard from y'all. Y'all said, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought we were finished? Y'all played that Meek Mill on me. You heard? Y'all literally said, we ain't even get started yet. And now you guys got a 4-point lead over the 10.5 favorite LA Rams. Shout out to y'all. Every Panther fan in here who told me, Philly Mike, I know you rocking with us and I know you're a little scared, but trust me, believe in the keep pounding mantra. If that's even a word. Y'all got it. Shout out to Panther Nation. Linda said, yeah, Panthers. Dimitri said, let's go. Groovy Tone said, Alabama Young has awakened. It's over. Hey, Bryce Young, the Alabama Young. King DV Sports, what's going on with you, Brody? Groovy said, pack it up. Loopy said, this game is wild. Stan said, go Panthers. One more time. Celebrate this lead. There's still 14 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. And although Stafford hand is messed up and he keeps missing high, low, left, right, pick, what? There's still a lot of football to be played. This game is crazy, though. I ain't even going to cap. 24-20, 14 minutes and 34 seconds remained. I need the Rams. Okay. In a perfect world, the Rams won't score a touchdown, but they throw the ball 2 times to Devontae Adams for at least 7 or 8 yards. Throw the ball to Puka for 7 yards. And Kyron Williams gets about 10 to 15 yards on this drive, rushing and receiving. And then they punt. I sound like a drill sergeant. Robo Toaster said down 14, now up 4. Sheesh, put some respect on the NFC South Division champs, Carolina Panthers. Commercial break is about to be over. Wild card game 1 is about to return, and the Panther fans in the stadium are going berserko, and they have the right to go berserko because the Panthers are balling out. Down 14, up 4, fourth quarter. Kick is up. Let's see what the LA Rams do with it. They'll return it at the 10. He crosses the 20, up to the 30, and that's where he'll be hit. Ooh, falls forward for an extra 3 or 4 yards. So we got the Stafford Rams starting this drive First time trailing at the 34-yard line. What is going to happen? 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 WHK said I need Higbee for one more reception. Hey, I'm a hope and pray that you get that too. I'm trying to win my parlay, and I want you to win yours too. Under center formation, they're going to motion Puka. They're going to hand it off to Puka Nacua. He's going to get blasted, but stay on his feet and pick up about 6 or 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. Got to do that because my young boy, my 6-year-old out there will kill me if you heard me say 6, 7 and don't rock it out. 2nd and 5. Ooh, it wasn't 6 or 7. It was 5. So let me take that back. 2nd and 5. 14 minutes and counting left of the fourth quarter. They're going to motion Tutu Atwell. They're going to fake the handoff to Kyron Williams. Stafford, going to drop back throw. That is caught. Devontae Adams. And he got my 7 yards as he crosses midfield inside Carolina territory. He just needs one more catch, but not that many yards. I hope he catches the ball at the line of scrimmage and gets tackled. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get this Panther dub too. Come on, you got to get Kyron Williams involved, though. Get Kyron Williams involved, too. Stafford with a sidearm pass. No look to Devontae Smith. That was pretty nice, even though I want the Panthers to win. Got to keep it funky. 3 catches for 56 yards for Devontae Adams. Stafford going to motion Tyler Higbee out. WHK needs it. They're going to hand the ball off to Kyron Williams. He cuts it outside and only gains maybe 2 or 3. He's upset that he slipped. He had an opportunity to maybe cut it around and get more yards, but the Panthers D-line has absolutely been all over the run game. If I had to say out of all my props, Kyron Williams rushing and receiving for 70, I was not scared about that. But now I'm scared about that because their defense has been all over them. I feel like Kyron's been getting more busy in the pass game, so we might need some passes here. Stafford 13 of 28, $184. Stafford looking, firing, caught. That's Puka Nacua, and he's going to get maybe 7 yards, and that's what I need for Nacua too. Yes, give it 7 yards, but that's going to be short of the first down. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. This parlay is getting closer and closer and closer. Getting closer and closer. I can't believe I was scared to pick Jalen C for more than 25 yards. This man got a $125. 3rd and 1. Stafford looking, going deep, and it's almost picked off. Almost picked off. He tried to go for it all to Puka Nacua, and it was in the hands and out the hands. Actually, Puka Nacua had to turn to the defensive player on that play. The ball was so overthrown. 21 went up for it, and he couldn't haul it in. The former Eagle, Josiah Scott, who plays safety and slot for us, I don't know what he's playing for the Panthers, went up for it, and Nacua had to turn to the defensive player, and on 4th and 1, the Rams are going for it. Stafford changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Stafford going to motion Xavier Smith, hand the ball off to Kyron Williams, and he gets 1 yard. Needed one and got it. Nunez family with the $5 super chat. I appreciate the love and support. He said, Mike, what's good, Brody? Just showing love. It's 88 Riggy. Wish you was doing college so you can do the Canes game. Let's go, Miami. Hope you hit that parlay. Yep. I'm going to be watching that, though. Miami versus Indiana. That's going to be a crazy game. Indiana destroyed Oregon. Here we go. Ball inside the 30. They're going to hand it to Kyron Williams. He has a hole, pushing the pile for a gain of about 6 yards on 1st down. Listen, I need 11 yards from Kyron Williams and 1 more catch from Devontae Adams. Just throw to Devontae Adams like on a 2-yard out route. Shout out to formerly known as 88 Riggy with the $5 super chat. Hey, shout out to the Miami, man. It should be a good game. 2nd and 4, Stafford under center. Ball at the 22-yard line. They're going to hand it to Kyron Williams. He goes up the middle, pushing a pile, needed 4, and gets exactly 4 yards. That bumps it up to 62 on the day, receiving and rushing for Kyron Williams, LA Rams running back 1. That brings it. Oh, they're going to say he's short. 3rd and 1. Throw a quick pass to throw a quick pass to Devontae Adams. Throw a quick pass to Devontae Adams. 3rd and 1. 4-point ball game. They're going to motion to Kua. Quarterback sneak for Matthew Stafford, and he gets the first down. The Panthers defense has been lights out in the second half. Actually, the Panthers defense has been lights out from the middle of the second quarter all the way to now. This is the best Rams drive thus far, and it came off a decision. Oh, why is Devontae Adams not even on the field? This came off a 4th down decision. Oh, no, it didn't. Not a 4th down decision. No, I'm capping. The Panthers just scored. They're going to hand the ball off to Nakua. He's going to run and pick up a chunk of change, maybe 4 or 5 on 1st down. I'm losing my soul. The Panthers went down the field and scored last possession. I don't know what I was talking about. Sorry, Panther Nation. How many likes we got on here? We got, 411 people watching. 2nd and 6. I'm an Eagle fan. Streaming this game because I want to know what's going on in the NFC. I want the Panthers to win. They have the game in their hands. But I got to keep it fair on both sides because I don't know who all else is watching. 2nd and 6. Stafford driving, throwing. Kyron Williams, and he's going to get into the end zone. Kyron Williams on the Texas route gets a touchdown, and now the game is just swung back to the Rams. I did not see the Texas route coming here from Sean McVay. 53 was the culprit. He got caught creeping outside, and Kyron Williams beat him inside. It was a low throw from Stafford, and he's in for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. If that pass was high, it would have been deflected. It went right past 2 Carolina Panther hands. 2 Panther defensive hands. Both defensive linemen. But my, oh my, the extra point is good, and we got ourselves a 3-point ball game. Sheesh. What is going on? What is going on? And all I need is 1 catch from Devontae Adams. I need the Panthers to go down and score. I need the Panthers to go down and score. Not just because I want them to win, but also for my I'm saying? Wow, what a game. The Panthers tried everything in their power to lose early in this game. Muff punt, turnover on down, interception, but somehow stayed in the game. Pretty much because of that defense playing tough. Then they eventually climb back. Bryce Young makes good play here, good play there, good play here, good play there. Shout out to Jalen C., the wide receiver who has over 100, the only receiver in this game over 100 yards, and he's the second guy on the Panthers. T. McMillan playing a good game, but Jalen C. has took over. Panthers take the lead 24-20, and now Rams, when they need it most, finally get a drive. This has been a nail biter. You got to be excited for both. I mean, not excited, but both these teams have played well. The only thing I will say is Vegas thought that the Rams was going to mollywop the Panthers. That's why they had it as a 10.5 spread, and somehow the Panthers stay right there. And I feel like right now, the way Bryce Young is playing, I don't see him choking. I see him bringing that Alabama swag out here and getting it popping in this 4th quarter. Ellie Johnson said, what? Could it be the Bama on Bama at some point? You never know. You never know. Imagine the Carolina Panthers win this game and then somehow beat the next team, if it's the Seattle Seahawks, whoever. Imagine Eagles-Panthers championship. That'd be crazy. Jalen Hurts versus Bryce Young. That would be crazy. In a perfect world, the Panthers win and Devontae Adams gets one more catch. That's all I need. That's all I need. Please, please, please. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Wow. And the crazy thing is, this drive could have been over. Think about this. Matthew Stafford overthrew Puka Nakua, and Josiah Scott had two hands on it for a possible interception. That interception would have stopped a touchdown scoring drive. The interception changes everything. But he dropped it. The Rams go for it on fourth down, get it, and now it's a different ball game. Ella said, that means what the world? I'm lost in the sauce, but I try to keep a clean mouth. I appreciate it, and I try not to curse on the stream. So I'm with you. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Bryce in the shotgun. They're going to motion. Take the snap. Oh, my goodness. Who's 15? Who's 15 for the Panthers? I keep forgetting his name. Oh, Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn Jr. What's the flag? False start. That's not the way you want to start this drive if you're a Carolina Panther fan. False start on number 64. Now, instead of starting out 1st and 10, you're back behind the sticks, 1st and 15. There's still 8:47 remaining. A lot of time. Both teams have timeouts as well. Bryce Young is turned up in the second half. Ball at the 30-yard line. After the penalty, Bryce, empty back set. 3 seconds on the play clock. Bryce takes the snap, looking, firing, caught. That is Jalen C., the go-to receiver in this game. Sheesh. This man is going to have 150 before the game's over. I should have did a halftime parlay and put him over 100. I really should have. Here we go. Looks like, I thought they were going to play with some tempo, but they're keeping it slowed down. I'm nervous as shit about my parlay and this game. 2nd and 11, ball at the 34. They're going to motion. Who's that? Travis Etienne. They're going to give it to Jalen C. behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose yards. They're trying any and every way possible to get the ball in Jalen C's hands. It was a wide receiver motion screen. Don't really see motion screens like that. And all I know now, the Panthers, who really needed this drive, is facing a 3rd and 13. They motioned Travis Etienne, who I don't even know who 23 is. And they tried. That was a weird screen. I'm not a big fan of the play design on that one. But Byron Young and company were in there on it. This is a big 3rd down for both teams. More, the Panthers. Ball at the 32, still in Carolina territory. Young, shotgun, takes the low snap, looking, firing it deep, going for Jalen C., and he dropped it. The ball was put on the outside shoulder. It was a tough catch, but a catchable ball, and he dropped it. Durant on the coverage. It looked like Jalen C. had him beat by a step. He had to change. Oof. It's a catchable ball. He had to lay his head back for it. Jalen Coker, whatever his name is, upset with himself. He's had a heck of a ball game, but I know he got to be upset with that one. Devontae Adams, catch one more pass, please, and I promise I'll stop talking about it. Please put him in. Let him catch one. It could be a pass for 1 yard. Fair catch by the Rams. There's still a lot of time left. If the Panthers defense, which was playing on all cylinders for the majority of the second half, if they come alive, they can easily get the ball back for the Panthers to go down and get some money. There's still 7 minutes and 14 seconds left. If that Panthers defense that played hard in the third quarter shows up, if that third quarter Panther defense shows up, it gonna be tough. That third quarter Panther defense was playing lights out. Stafford is 15 to 31 for 204, a touchdown and a pick, or 2 tubs and a pick. 3-point ball game, as we all know. 1st and 10 after the fair catch. Stafford taking his good old time in the huddle. Is Davante Adams in the game at least? Here we go. They're going to run it first. Davante Adams is not even in the game. They're going to hand it off to Blake Corin, and he's going to pick up a chunk of change, maybe 4 or 5 yards on first down. It's going to, again, both teams got all their timeouts. Panthers need a stop. Philly Mike needs a catch from, before the Panthers get a stop, I just need one catch from Davante. That's it. Why aren't they offering me a cash out? Maybe they are. No, they're not. They should, though. Takes a snap, looking, Stafford throwing, and it's going to be caught by Puka Nacua. That is in between 3 or 4 Panther defenders. Sheesh. Why is Davante not playing? They're going their heavy personnel, and it's only Tyler Higbee. Wow, that was in between 3 Panthers. And somebody got hurt on the Panthers. Number 53, they ran into each other. A piece of the helmet came off. My goodness. Who's hurt? That is J.C. Horn limping off the field. Uh-oh. Wow, I'm about to throw up. And Davante Adams, I shouldn't even be needing this. One of Davante Adams' catches was called back due to a flag. Adams is in the game. Just throw it to him on a 3-yard catch. My goodness. Here we go. They're going to run it, though. Stafford, under center. They're going to hand the ball off to Kyren Williams. He goes up the right side, and he's going to be taken down, but not before he gains 3 or 4 yards. Ooh, or 5 yards, but a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Prayers holding on the offense, so now they might have to pass it. But prayers in the chat for the Panther players that were hurt. I forgot to say it. I'm too busy going through this game. We will never forget players who are hurt. Prayers in the chat for J.C. Horn and 53. And that was Blake Corin on a run, not Kyren Williams. But now it's 1st and 20. Just throw. Come on, dogs. This game's crazy. 1st and 20. Adams on the field. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking at it way. He's throwing. And it's incomplete. He tried to get it to Adams, and it's too good coverage by Jackson. Hey, yo, this is killing me. This is killing me. He threw it to Adams, and it was almost picked, too. Bro, Adams, you got to catch that just for GP shit. Come on, dog. Adams in the game still. Please look his way. Stafford takes a snap, looking his way. Now he's looking the other way. Going to dump it off to Kyren Williams. No, that is Blake Corin, and he gets popped. Short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and like 17. Oh, my gosh. I'm about to throw up. About to throw up. Here we go. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. Stafford, shotgun. Takes a snap. Stafford looking. Stafford throws, check down. That's Kyren Williams. and that's Blake Corn. They're gonna punt. They're gonna punt. So if the Panthers go down and score, a touchdown, then Stafford has to throw again. But if the Rams get a stop, they're just gonna run the clock out. The Panthers get a stop. I mean, if the Rams, I can't even talk. I'm lost. And that's crazy. Kick is up. It was blocked. It was blocked. The Panthers blocked it. Holy Panther. Holy Panthers. Big time play by the special team unit. Holy block. What a block. Simmons, number 27, with the big time block. Sorry, guys. I had to text my brother back real quick. Simmons with the big time block. Hit the like button if you are in here. This is a crazy game. A field goal at least ties it. They're going to motion Jimmy Horn. Pistol formation for Bryce Young. Quick pass called. That's T. McMillan. Inside the 20. Down inside the 15-yard line. Goes T. McMillan. And it can look good for Philly by 2. Because if the Panthers score, the Rams got to pass. Here we go. Pistol formation. Play action brings the linebackers down. And then Bryce Young goes over the top to T. McMillan. Great eyes from Bryce Young. Great play design. I like the pistol play action. And that's one thing the Eagles used to do, but don't do. That pistol play action or pistol RPO is crazy. They're going to hand the ball off to Chuba Hubbard. He goes up the middle, pushing the pile, inside the 10. Legs keep moving. Down to about the 8-yard line is Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Chuba. And the crazy thing to me is that this all came from a block punt. Talk about the special team stepping up when you need it. When you need it. Absolutely when you need it, fam. 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 3. Panthers under center. They're going to play action, quick pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Almost picked off. Lake tried to jump it. I don't know what happened right there. And the clock will stop with 2:43. Remember, both teams got all 3 timeouts. This game is driving me crazy. Physically for Panther Nation and mentally for my pocket. The crazy thing is, I shouldn't even be begging for a Devontae Adams touch. He got the ball thrown to him like 9 times. 9 times, 3 catches. That's horrible. 3rd and 3. Young takes the snap, looking, firing, and it's going to be caught. Jalen C. He's been doing it all game. And just like that, the Panthers go back on top. Back on top. Back on top. This game is wild. If this is any indication that the 2025-2026 NFL playoffs are going to be lovely, know that. And I got to say this. That was an absolute dot by Bryce Young. Young took the snap, dropped back, pressure in his face. He got blasted and dropped the baby back teardrop. This is big, though. The extra point is big. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So that is now a 4-point ball game. Holy crap. Throw the ball to Devontae Adams, please, God. That was such a beautiful touch pass. I mean, the defensive player was right on his hip. If you don't have that touch, Curl is going to either deflect it or intercept it or do something with it. That was such a beautiful touch pass by the young quarterback, Bryce Young. And now we got ourselves a 4-point ball game swinging the other way. And again, all 3 timeouts. It's still possible. And all I need is just one catch from our boy. Listen, Panther Nation, I know you're in here strong. Let me get that one Devontae Adams catch, and then you can do a pick 6 for all I care. That was a beautiful touch pass. I can't get that out of my head. That was dropped in the breadbasket. 2:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. Philly Mike is sweating. Kick is up from the Panthers, and it will be received at the 7. Here go the Rams. He'll be taken out of bounds, and he gets maybe to the 30-yard line. I'm not sure. Here comes Stafford and company. I better see Adams on the field. Where's Adams? What? Oh, there he is. There he is. Saban is a proud coach, said Ella. You right about that. He retired a proud coach. Here we go. Stafford, shotgun. Stafford got the ball to 29. He takes a snap. Stafford looking, firing, and it's Nakua with the catch. He'll pick up about 6 yards on first down as the clock ticks. 2:23, 2:22, 2:21. Rams got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And all I need is just one catch. Stafford takes a snap, looking, firing. Call Devontae Adams. I'm sorry, it's a first down, Panther Nation, but call. Give me that. Yes. Yes. Looking good. Looking good. Now I got to get my parlays in for the so I did 3 parlays. 2 of them were destroyed by Rico Dowell. One of them I didn't put him in, and that was my biggest one. So let's get it. Devontae with the catch, sat down on it. Woo-wee! Take that. Take that. Needed that. Needed that. Listen, and because I've been slacking, I know I owe the super chats last month jersey. We're not giving 1 jersey. We're giving 2 jerseys away. So I'm going to pick 2 jersey winners for the super chats. I'm going to pick 2 NFC East. Been there, won that. For the video I did on the Eagles winning the NFC East. So whoever entered in that, well, I'll pick 2 winners instead of 1. 2 jersey winners instead of 1. And 2 Poly Market winners. And I said I'm going to give 100 away on here. So we going to do that. I got to figure out a way to do that. Actually, this is what I want y'all to do. Because I don't know how to do a spinny wheel for this. So listen closely if you want to get entered in the $100 drawing. And I will Cash App or Venmo you it if you win. When this video is over, I need all... And now look, some of y'all just might have got in here. There's 491 people in here. It wasn't 491 the whole time. There were a lot of... My loyal Eagle fans were in here. And then there were some solid Panther fans, Rams fans, and NFL fans. Even a Falcon fan. But I'm going to let all y'all know. When this video is over, right now, everything you comment is in the live chat. I can't take the live chat and put it into a spinny wheel. But I can do it if you comment on the video. So when this game is over, get out of this stream. Go back into the stream and comment. Just comment parlay. No, don't comment parlay. Comment 1K. Everybody who comments 1K after this video is done will be put in a spinny wheel, and I'll spin it, and $100 goes to whoever gets it. And if you don't watch the videos, it will be posted in my very next video, and I'll also put it on the community tab. I don't know how to pick one from right here and go, eeny, meeny. I don't want to just pick someone I mean, if you want me to pick someone I like, I'll just pick someone I like. But don't do it in this chat. When the video is over, come back to the video, to the stream, and drop it in the comment section once this goes over. Stafford, 1st and 10, looking, firing. It's called from Davante Adams again at the 50, and he gets blasted by number 26. That will be short of the first down marker, 2nd down. I'm going to say it one more time, and then I'm only going to get back to the game. No more talking about 1K stuff. When this stream ends, go back to the comment section and type 1K. Stafford dropping back, quick pass call. That's Nakua. Come on, Panthers defense. Here comes the Rams marching down with 1:26 left of the 4th quarter. Still, both teams got timeouts. But why are you playing so far off on Puka Nakua? Looked like zone, and he went right in between. Remember, not 1K here in the chat. When the video's ended, in the comment section. Stafford dropping back. 1st down 10. Going to throw it to Davante Adams, and he dropped it. He would have had the 1st down, but he dropped it. Let's go. Now I'm okay with him dropping. The ball was thrown low, but it hit Adams right in the hands. That would have been enough for a 1st down, but Adams dropped it. So that's 2nd and 10 for the Rams. They're in field goal range, but they need a touchdown as they're down by 4. Stafford, shotgun, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He got 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Panthers showing blitz. They do. Rams pick it up. Quick pass call. That is Xavier Smith, and he's going to fall forward for a 1st down. That's not Xavier Smith. It's, what's his name? Hattonfield or Muttonfield? I don't even know. Wow. It's 7:41, too. I need to get ready for the Bears. Here we go. Stafford takes a snap, looking, firing, and it's going to be called for a touchdown. That's Higbee. No, it's Parkinson. Sorry for the guy that needed Higbee to get one. Colby Parkinson caught a ladder climbing catch and tightrope walked into the end zone. Let's double check this. He climbed the ladder. 1, 2, and he's in. Shut the door, Papa. Holy sh! This is disgusting for Panther fans. There's still some time. But wow. Such good coverage by Moorhig. Great coverage. Colby Parkinson just went up, climbed the ladder, caught it, and tight-roped. He tight-roped. And now the extra point will put them up by 3. And he makes it. Oh, my God. That was a crazy catch. That was a crazy catch. Bro, I'm sick. I'm sick. Sick. Who's sick with me? I want the Packers to win, but man, oh man, was that a crazy catch. Colby Parkinson really climbed the ladder on that one. What a catch. You can't even deny it. Absolutely can't deny it. 7:43. Bears Packers start at 8:01. I don't got none of my parlays in. Again, remember, do not comment 1K on the live chat. When I end this stream, and if you're new to the channel, Philly Mike, all you got to do is type Philly Mike in the search bar if when I end this stream you lose the video. But come back to the video when it ended. Go to the comment section and type 1K. And within the next 3 to 4 days, I will have a video out and a community post of what person won the 100. And once we get the Cash App or Venmo, I'll send it. I'm a man of my word. Ask Eagle Nation. I give a free jersey every month away. Sometimes 2. They're going to run it back, crossing the 25 up to about the 30-yard line goes Travis Etienne. Can somebody help Contrell? Can somebody explain to Contrell what I'm saying? Shout out to Contrell trying to get that $100, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of my word. Y'all rock with me. Y'all heard me say Devontae Adams' name too many times for me not to help somebody get 100. It's already flowing in there. Woo! Looking real good in my account. Here we go. 3-point ball game. 32 seconds. Panthers got all 3 timeouts. Ball at the 28. They're going to motion Tommy Treble. Young looking. Has time. Now rolling to his left. Young off the back foot. And it's incomplete. Looked like he tried to throw it away. He was out of the pocket anyways. Dangerous throw as he got hit. But it was incomplete. If the Panthers get in field goal range, they can send this to overtime. 2nd and 10. Young, empty back set now. Takes the snap. Young, looking, rolling to his left, pressure in his face. He got some room. Young throws on the run, and his hand was hit. So it's incomplete. 17 seconds remain. Oh my God, this can't happen to the Panthers. This cannot happen to the Panthers. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That was such a ridiculous catch. Ridiculous catch. Kobe Parkinson is the backup tight end. Well, he was starting for a majority of the season, but he was mainly the backup to Tyler Higbee. That's crazy. 3rd and 10. 17 seconds. Still got 3 timeouts, but a long way to go to get in field goal range. Young dropping back, pressure in his face, throws off his back foot, and Jimmy Horn dove for it but couldn't get it. That leaves 12 seconds and a 4th down coming up. 12 seconds and a 4th down. 12 seconds and a 4th down. This is scary. This is scary. Scary, scary, scary. So the Panthers used one of their timeouts to discuss this over. I want to tell y'all what happens, but I got to put a parlay in. I know I got 500 people in the chat. And again, I'm going to say it one last time. If you like the content and the live play-by-plays, you could subscribe. But this channel is mainly for Eagle fans because I do Eagles play-by-plays and Eagle videos throughout the week. This is my first NFL stream because it's the playoffs. I might do more NFL streams, though, even throughout the year. Thursday night games, Monday night games, just as long as the Eagles ain't playing. For the people that are in here rocking with me, I might just do NFL games when the Eagles ain't on. But we'll see. That being said, when this stream is over, come back to the video. In your history, type in Philly Mike in the search bar. Comment 1K. We'll pick one in the next couple days. 4th and 10. This is the game. Young, shotgun. He got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Young takes a snap, has pressure in his face, throws, and it's caught and dropped. It was in and out the hands of Jimmy Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn Jr. was barely targeted all game. And when the game was on the line, they go to Jimmy Horn Jr. and it was in and out of his hands. Oh my God, the pass was a little low, but you got to catch that. Wow. With that being said, shout out to the 516 people in the building. The next game comes on in 12 minutes. I still haven't heard from my family member that told me if I'm going to be able to do it or not. So as of now, I'm not doing Packers Bears, which breaks my heart. But you never know. I got 12 minutes to figure it out. I love y'all to death, especially my Eagle fans. Panther Nation, keep your head up. This was a heck of a game. Sad for y'all. Remember what you do want need to do to enter the 1K $100 sweepstakes. Until next time,